Abraham Lincoln.
Louisiana Purchase, that's a name.
You need to really get off my balls, okay? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, why was Michelangelo so stinky? Ew.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of the AllYouCanHear podcast. Happy New Year! It's been a bit, but this is episode 331, and I'm Wenzel, joined by two other co-hosts.
We're doing NPR now? Are you NPR?
Dude, it's been so long since we've had to
Yeah,
record.
it sounded like you forgot, like,
Let's
what
forget
we
the
do.
intro.
Kind of did. I've been worrying all this
Hey,
morning.
I don't blame. Hey, Wenzel, here's the good part about this. This is going to be like a 3-hour show.
Oh.
Yeah.
By the time people remember the intro, they're only going to remember the intro. They already forgot it.
Hold on. You know, we'll do it again. Hold on. I won't cut this out.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
You just got 2 words out and screamed.
Yeah, that's a good intro. He's going for like the how. He's going for like the shock jock or whatever, the radio jock. Like, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the newest episode of All You Can Hear.
I
Why
didn't mean to do that.
we all do our own intro for the show?
At the same time,
Yeah.
Well, not at the
Yeah.
same time. That'd be
Oh.
unbearable.
Okay, since I went, somebody else goes now.
I mean, I feel like I just did mine, right?
Sure.
No,
Okay.
do your intro.
Okay. What's up, everybody?
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that gets. I mean, this is episode 331. We have almost 500 pieces of audio. You know what you're getting into.
Okay. What's up, fellow gooners and muettes? We're here with some new banging pods. We got 300 episodes and 30 more. And guess what? 4 more years of AYCH.
That's actually the reason for the hiatus. Is we had to get elected back to our positions on the podcast. There was a whole coup that happened.
Yeah, it was.
Let's just say there was a January 6th situation at the art house.
Yeah, it was January 8th.
Jesus Christ. So it's been a hectic process of getting everybody back into their positions. You know, everything's quiet down.
Someone stole Patrick's shoes. We don't know who.
We don't know who, but we'll find you.
Yeah, we have brought and compromised to a permanent end former All You Can Hear co-host Patrick.
Burial at sea. John Cena was the first to know.
Man. Oh, burial at sea, like Megatron.
What?
I don't
Have
get
y'all seen-
that.
There was a tweet somebody made
Because
about Bin Laden getting buried at sea, and somebody whispered they were like Megatron.
Yeah, because Megatron got his body dumped in the Marianas Trench in the first movie after he died. I forgot about that.
So
Damn.
fucking good.
Like Megatron. Holy shit. Okay, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, just put that in your little memory bank.
I'm trying. All right. As you can tell from the title of this episode, we're here. We're doing our award show. This is gonna be the first one of 4. So 1 out of 4. Here we are. This is gonna be about movies. Our favorite movies of 2023. We do a top 10 movies of
2023. Are you good?
No, not really. Then we do 5 honorable mentions, but then we also do a top 10 of movies that aren't from 2023. But I should mention or preface that so some of these movies that we're going to be talking about, it if you go look them up, it might say 2022. We consider movies that are from 2023 anything that didn't get a proper, if they're outside of the festival circuit and they got a wide release or they came from overseas, then we consider them a 2023 movie. So like certain movies that like if they didn't get a wide release until they went to streaming, then we consider that a 2023 movie. That's how we do it. As of right now,
we go by wide release here.
Yeah. So, and that gives us time to also too if we watch this gave us a little time to watch movies as well from 2023.
I will say
this kind of ended.
Did not use the time for that. I've only watched all the Jackass movies this month.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. No, there was actually no lead in to into that. I just said it. I don't know why. Like like
That's my favorite Wenzel bit on the podcast is when Wenzel goes into a spiel and then he's like, I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll be talking and for some reason I'll just cut into something that like isn't necessary and I don't know what is wrong with me.
Did you forget how to talk?
To be fair, I did not get a lot of sleep.
I've been up for an hour and a half.
I've been up for 6 hours.
I've been up for 30 minutes, which doesn't make sense, but yeah.
So I'm going to say, so first we're going to go through our top 10, essentially our top 10 first watches of 2023.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do our top five, our 5 honorable mentions. I don't know if y'all's honorable mentions are ranked. Mine are. I know the spreadsheet kind of implies that they're ranked. And then we are going to get into our top 10 of 2023 proper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these awards, it's just very simple. It's just the movies that we talk about that we liked. Nothing crazy, like deciding what is ultimately the best movie. Nothing, no arguing or anything like that. It's just our own personal taste. That's all this is.
I think we're going to offend some snowflakes this year.
Yeah.
And should also say, just before we get into the list, if, for instance, I say my number 10 movie and Colt and or Wenzel has it higher on their list, they're just going to say, hey, I have that higher. And we're going to table that discussion until we get to that movie later on in the list.
Yeah.
I bet we're going to have that multiple times.
Probably.
Definitely for 2023 stuff. I would be shocked if any of our top 10 first watches are, well, could have some similarities.
Yeah, I mean, there'll probably be a lot of overlap with me and Colt just because we watch so many movies together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into all of that, though, I see there's a spot on the spreadsheet for final movie count 2023. Do we want to say how many movies each of us watched?
Please. I need to know. I want to know what everybody's final movie count was.
So, I watched the most movies in 1 year I'd ever watched in 2023. I finished the year with 163 movies watched.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was also unemployed for a month, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, that's because me and Tanner at the very start of the year said that we were going to watch 150 movies. And Tanner definitely beat me. But I hit my goal. I ended the year out at exactly 150.
Fuck yeah.
And I did figure out last night too, just because of how many 2023 films I watched. I watched 70 2023 films, and then the other 80 are first time watches.
I think mine was similar. I think I watched Wenzel, you're putting me on the spot. I watched 66 2023 films.
Nice.
So that would make 97 non-2023 films. I did do some rewatches last year, but that probably equates to about 90 first-time watches for me.
Okay.
I think I watched around 60. I think I watched exactly 69 2023 movies.
What was your final movie count for the year?
It says 127, but I swear I was at 129. But Letterboxd loves to remove things that they don't consider movies.
Yeah, there was a couple of things that got removed from my list at points, specifically the Margaritaville and the Rainforest Cafe videos.
That's a
Well,
documentary, a life
Tho-
documentary.
Those are documentaries. I will die on that hill, but
I will say, I guess technically my final count would be 151 because of the Boogie doc that we watched.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, that got removed too. So yeah, I guess technically I would be at like 166. But just going off Letterboxd, just make it easy, 163.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had the least watch here, but last year I watched 230 movies. So at the beginning of this year, I was like, fuck it. I'll just watch what I watch. I don't have a goal. I just want to watch over 100. That's usually the goal.
Yeah, 100's pretty easy to clear now. Like, I remember when we first started doing these Letterboxd things, I was like, 100 movies? Who has that fucking time? But then, like, 100 movies really isn't that much.
Like, even right now for 2024, I'm sitting at 15 because Wenzel and I have just been watching freak films.
Yeah, I went like multiple
Whoa.
weeks this year without watching a movie. For reference, we're recording this the 27th of January. I'm at 8 for the year, but I haven't watched a movie in probably 2 weeks because I've been a little sick boy. You can probably still hear it.
Yeah, I'm sick of you already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we've been really going through movies. And you know, the thing is like after hitting 100 now, I think the same thing. I'm like, it's still a good goal and I still think it's so doable. But recently, or like last year, whenever I talked about on my Bookstagram about watching 100 movies, people were like, a few people messaged me and they're like, 100? They're like, that's insane. I'm like, really? Is it? Like,
But
I
then
see
those same
do it
people
all the
will
time.
read like 45 or 50 books in a year, and I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
I feel like reading 50 books takes more time and effort than.
I mean, it just depends where
Watching.
your interest. I would agree that I would think 50 books would take longer than 100 movies, but it also just depends where your interests lie.
Yeah, you could be reading little porn books too.
Well, if we're counting those, I got a book count that will
Oh yeah.
make you shiver.
Okay. All right.
So do we want to get into our top 10 first watches of 2023?
So are we
Yeah.
doing 10, 10, 10, 999, 888? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
No. We're gonna do it in snaking reverse alphabetical order.
I'll tell you my number one 2023 first.
And then I'll tell you my honorable mention, the fourth one though.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
I'll finish that off with my number 8 first time watch of 2023, and then we'll just keep going like that.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
my number one 2021.
Okay.
All right. What order do we want to go in? Do we want to go alphabetical, Colt, Tanner, Wenzel, or do we want to go spreadsheet order, Colt, Wenzel, Tanner, or Tanner, Wenzel, Colt? It doesn't matter to me. Probably
Like
should.
you want me to go first. Say my
I mean,
name
it
twice.
doesn't matter.
Oh god, you put me on the spot here. I don't know. You guys decide.
Fine, I'll go.
Let's do spreadsheet order. So we'll go Colt, Wenzel, Tanner.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 10 for non-2023 film. Duel, 1971. Wenzel and I watched this at Tanner's house, and while Bailey was sleeping like a little chicken. It was a great movie. It was super fun. Had a lot of fun. It's a fucking like 1971 70s ass movie where this fucking little punk white man is getting chased off the road by a semi truck, and it's so frustrating because he's like, "Why is this dude chasing me? What the heck?" It's pretty funny, but it's also a lot of fun. I highly recommend you check it out because it's like a super fast. I want to say like 90 to 100-minute movie. It's not that long.
Hell yeah. As soon as you said watch that in my house, I just assumed y'all watched it while we were all hanging out and I fell asleep.
No,
No.
we were sitting on those dogs or that one dog.
The one dog. Now 2 dogs. Yeah, I got a new dog since the last time I was on one of these.
Crazy.
He
Shout
grew
out
a
to
third
Elf.
foot.
Yeah. He got a new dog.
Yeah, shout out Belle.
mhm.
She's huge. She's so much bigger than when y'all next time y'all come over and see her, y'all gonna be like, oh fuck.
It's a Great Dane.
I hope not. we still don't really know what she is.
We'll have to find out.
All right. My number 10 first time watch was also a movie me and Colt watched together, also with Bailey. It was 2005's Grizzly Man, directed by Werner Herzog.
Mine's higher up.
All right, well,
I have it
we'll
up in
table
the-
that.
Yeah.
All right, you piece of shit.
I can't believe you did that to Wenzel.
I
He was so
swear to
ready.
God, if it's number 9,
You told me to do that.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, you're fine.
So I'll go with my number 10. My number 10 is a movie I watched during my unemployment stretch. 2019's Pro Mayor from
Nice.
Studio
Oh.
Trigger. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. Like, I think y'all actually saw it in theaters.
Yup. In the
Yeah, we
worst way
did.
possible.
Which I don't believe. Every time you say you weren't there, I don't believe you. So I don't
I
believe you.
was not there for Pro Mayor.
Yeah, you canceled last second to Goon or Mew or Jelk, something like that.
Yeah, probably. That sounds like me. But yeah, it just, I mean, there's nothing I can say about this movie that hasn't been said, but it has just so much style. And I was really expected to be disappointed just because it had been hyped up so much to me, but it still rocked my absolute fucking socks off.
And if you
So-
disliked it, I'd say you're homophobic.
I would agree.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'd agree with that. But yeah, 2019's Pro Mayor as my number 10 first time watch.
God,
It's a great movie.
You know, I haven't rewatched it since we watched it that one terrible time, and I should, because that was really bad how we watched it.
Yeah, my neck was fucked by the end of that. That was the first and only time I ever want to sit in the front row of a movie theater looking straight up.
If I ever have to sit in the front row of a movie theater again, I will tell them I'll kill myself in front of the movie people.
You're not going to like the tickets I got for IMAX Dune 2.
Oh, God.
man. I don't want to see Atreides.
It's
we're all-
like the fucking pictures of Oppenheimer where his face is all stretched from
But
the
we're-
fucking front row.
I have two friends. They went and saw Wonka, but they saw it at our at the McWayne Center, which has
What?
the actual IMAX theater. You know, like the screen is on the ceiling.
And it's a dome.
Yeah, and that's how they saw Wonka.
That's an awful way to watch a movie.
Yeah, they said they probably wouldn't do that again. I was like, not for fucking Wonka. Just
Wait, have you ever
Timothy-
seen a movie up there on the dome?
I've only seen
Yeah.
like the movies like that are made for it.
Yeah, those are fun. I will not lie. It's pretty fun if you watch like something made for the dome.
Not Wonka.
No.
Okay, sure.
All right, Colt, number 9.
Number 9.
Hey, Cole,
is-
could you real quick for me put these on the spreadsheet for me? Your movies?
No, you're asking too much.
Yeah, Colt doesn't even have the spreadsheet open.
Because I typed in the first one and I'm already tired of it, man.
Hey, Wenzel, I typed in
Wow.
mine.
I know. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tanner.
Give me a goon in second. Jeez.
Are you edging or are you gooning?
I'm joking.
I don't even know what that means.
It's when you stretch your wiener out. Oh, no, hold up. Better PG. You take this is thanks to Curtis Connor. He gave me this example. You take a $5, you take a 6-inch sub from Subway and you stretch it out by smashing it down into 12 inches.
Oh,
Okay.
That's joking,
I understand that.
but with your penis.
Okay. Oh,
But are you edging or are you gooning?
Joking. I answered that already.
But
Yeah,
you
you-
need to be edging or gooning. Which
I'm
is it?
also mewing.
Well, I would say if you're jelking, you're technically gooning, right?
No.
Kind of, but it's not
Because
hard.
is gooning not like beating your shit?
but
That's not the same thing.
I mean, you are doing it. You are beating your shit.
no, you're stretching, and you don't have to be hard.
Yeah, joking is stretching. Gooning
But
is
did
not
you say with a
stretching.
hammer?
No,
that was just the reference he used.
Oh,
like,
that's
he-
just if you're doing it to a sandwich.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, I thought you meant you were beating your dick with a hammer.
yeah.
No.
Of course, no. You just pull on it and it stretches.
Well, I definitely feel like that counts as gooning then.
it's not gooning.
Oh my
Goon
God.
sessions.
Let us
are
know in
J-
the comments. Is joking a form of gooning or edging?
No, it's not. Gooning
And
is
private
JO.
message Tanner's Twitter with examples of joking.
Let me know.
All right, what's your number 9?
Number 9, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989, aka my favorite Indiana Jones movie.
Oh,
First
wow.
time watching all the Indiana Jones movies this year. Loved them all. Every single Indiana Jones movie is super fun. You'll have a blast watching them. Harrison Ford, actually, he can be a good actor when you put aside the fact that he's kind of a dick.
He just likes crashing planes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who among us doesn't
Among
love-
Us?
Hey, who doesn't like crashing the occasional airplane?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Don't bring that up to New Yorkers.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. Let me go on to number 9 for mine. Mine is Memoir of a Murderer. 2017.
Mine's higher.
Fuck.
Because it
You know, I say that, but I knew because we had seen these movies together, so I don't know why I'm surprised.
All right, well, table Wenzel's discussion.
Yeah.
Well, mine. I'll go to my number 9 then. My number 9 is a classic, legitimately. 2004's Howl's Moving Castle.
Mine's higher.
Fuck! I forgot that I attempted to watch it with y'all, but fell asleep. I did finish it and watch it all by myself. But yeah, okay.
So it's me?
Yeah, it's you.
You're number 8.
Fuck. Okay, at number 8. It'd be funny if this is higher, but Jennifer's Body, 2009.
It's higher.
Yep. Okay, good. We'll just never talk about these movies.
You're gonna be mad too about how high it is.
You're gonna be mad about where it's at on my list.
All right. Okay, this one I know for a fact you guys have. This is just me. So it's 1992's Scent of a Woman. Nobody? Good.
No.
Nobody.
This is Al Pacino, where he plays a blind colonel. And
Popcorn?
What?
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Because you said Colonel.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, so this college student at this private school takes up a job basically babysitting this guy during Thanksgiving. Super bummer because Al Pacino constantly wants to kill himself.
Who can relate?
This movie was probably oh gosh, I would say one of Al Pacino's best because he was really freaking good. It has that very famous scene, probably you've seen everywhere, anybody talk about on the internet, which is him in a courtroom. Yeah, basically a courtroom, screaming about how he would set the whole place on fire. It's very good, very good, very.
Is it problematic?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Say 1992.
A little bit, but also at the same time, it's very existential. So yeah, it was very good. I watched it on my plane ride to the Philippines.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it for a while, but it's like 152 minutes. So
Oh yeah. Well, that sounds like a great movie, a plane movie.
Yeah.
When you're going to a different country.
oh yeah, that's why I was like, I have to watch this because it was available on the list for movies that you can watch on the plane ride. I was like, yeah, I'm watching
That's
this.
fucking crazy. You didn't download it? It was just one of the in-flight movies?
Yeah.
Seems
can
crazy.
Can you guess what the other movie I watched because my mom just decided to watch it, so I watched it with her?
Oh, I already know.
Okay, good. Colt knows.
I
what
don't
about you?
know. I'm gonna guess Forrest Gump.
No, a lot sadder. A lot heavier, too.
So much sadder. It was The Whale.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why, but she chose it, and I was like, "Mom, you know this is really sad, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's fine." Okay, so I watched it with her, and we both ended up crying.
That rocks. It's
All
always a good time when you watch a movie with your mom and y'all both cry. Especially
Yeah.
as you get older. It's so good. My number 8 is Jennifer's Body.
I have it higher.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I had it at 8 too. So
Yeah, it's just funny.
Oh
that
wait,
Colt
yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
had it at the same position.
That's right. Sorry.
now, Wenzel, you can talk about a movie. It's Memoir of a Murderer, 2017.
Oh wow.
This movie, so fucking good. It's a Korean film. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna give you the Letterboxd description. A former serial killer with Alzheimer's fights to protect his daughter from her mysterious boyfriend, who may be a serial killer too. This movie is so good. I went in just because I saw a TikTok of the car accident scene, and I said, I gotta watch that. So I forced Wenzel to watch it with me, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I had never heard this movie until Colt just brought it up on the spot. We were trying to figure out what movies to watch, and he was like, "Let's watch Memoir of a Murderer." I was like, "Okay." Probably, gosh, I gave it a 4.5, but it's definitely probably one of my favorite movies of 2017. It's so good. There's some really beautiful shots, and it was just really fascinating to watch. So a really good murder mystery, I would say.
And only 20K people have it logged on Letterboxd, so I don't think that many people have seen it. I say, if you have not seen Memoir of a Murderer, watch that shit. It's really, really good.
I'm adding it to the list. My list.
Good. It's very good. The actor who plays it's Sol Kyung Gu. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. Very good. He was great.
Hey, oh my god, his fucking Letterboxd picture looks so young, but his character was an old ass man.
Yeah, he looks
Ooh,
so
scary.
old, but also so young too. Very good. Very cool.
Oh,
But
hell yeah.
that's my number 7, unless Wenzel has anything else to say about it.
No, that's it. Go into it as blind as possible.
Yo. Kenner-san. No, it's Wenzel-san.
Wenzel's number 7.
My number 7 is Jennifer's Body.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, yeah. God damn, this movie rocked.
Yeah,
I love that we all watched it together.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely a great group movie.
Problematic? Yeah.
Extremely problematic.
But
You could tell me
funny.
the movie was from 1999, and I would be like, okay, that tracks.
Jennifer can say the F word because it's funny.
I don't know if
Pat
that's
said it.
Oh, was Pat with us when we watched it?
No.
No, but has Pat seen it?
No.
What?
That's crazy. This seems like a Pat.
Oh yeah, he would love
Pat
it.
classic.
This is this is a Pat pilled movie.
Yeah. Oh, Riley watched it with us. I knew there was.
She
Oh,
popped in and
yeah.
out, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
No, she sat through it for like quite
Yeah,
a
she
bit.
watched it. She watched a good bit of it, I think.
Yeah,
Man, that movie rocks though. Jennifer's Body fucking rules.
so good. If you don't know, it's Megan Fox playing a cheerleader who gets possessed by a demon and turns into a killer. And who does she kill? Her male classmates.
Oh yeah, and it's so fucking funny at the same time. I think that Megan Fox needs to be put in more fun comedy horror roles, because I feel like that's where she shines the best, because she's really not a great actress. But in this, she was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
she was so good. There's really not too much I think we can say about it. It's just something you really have to watch, because like some of the stuff that we say is like very offensive, or that's in the movie that's offensive is so out of pocket to like, that's why it's also fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like slinging the R word at a random ass moment, and the F word too. It's just crazy.
It's kind of crazy to think about. Like, this movie's not that old. Like, it turns 15 this year, and I understand it has like cult classic status now, but like, it's crazy that just 15 years ago is like, yeah, let's just do it.
15 is a long time, Tanner.
I mean, it is, but 2009 at the same time doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
It doesn't, but it is now. It is. That's a decade. Over a decade.
Decade and a half, some would say.
That was like
Oh.
7.
All right. Well,
Tanter.
my number 7, I have a feeling I'm not going to get to talk about it yet. 1995's Heat.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
No. Table it.
Oh,
Oh, do you
Okay.
have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, then why'd you say no?
No, because I was saying, yeah, no, you're gonna have to table it. I
okay.
got cut
Well,
Oh.
the Heat's my number 7.
Okay. So we're going to number 6.
Yep, you're number 6.
Number 6, you can finally talk about it. Hoo yip hoo yip hoo. Hoo 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 yip hoo hoo. Grizzly Man, 2005. Fantastic documentary. Super happy, super fun. Watch it with your family. Werner Herzog listens to a man get ripped apart while he's still alive. And he says, no one should listen to this ever. Destroy the tape. It's so fucking good. It is just, it's devastating. I was doing a bit. It's really fucking sad. You literally watch a man like go into you watch him die basically, but you don't watch him die. It's like he is a man that loves bears so much. He went into the wilderness in, I think it was Alaska.
Yeah, it's Alaska.
He goes in the Alaskan wilderness and he records himself chilling with these bears, feeding them, like, or not just feeding, like just watching them and hanging around them. But like the whole time you're told that he's dead already at the beginning. So the whole time you're feeling this dread, like, oh God, when is this coming? But Jesus Christ, it will mess you up. Werner Herzog, you are a crazy German man. Is he German? He feels German.
Yeah, he's German.
But yeah, I need to watch more Werner Herzog stuff after that because he knows how to destroy the human soul.
Jesus.
Germans do it well.
I wouldn't. Oh. Oh, Colt. Oh, Germans
And the Crazy
do it
White Boy Award goes to Werner Herzog. Congratulations.
He loves that little Grogu.
God. Okay. Yeah. Grizzly Man, like Colt said, they're like, I mean, there's a very, it is like, it's a horrifying scene because Werner Herzog, you sit there and you're watching him listening to this tape, the final tape, or the final sounds of Timothy Treadwell. That's the name.
Yes.
Of the person we're following, and you're listening to him and his girlfriend at the time dying, and it's so just it, like, you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you know that whatever he's listening to has to be just absolutely horrific, because I mean, he literally cries and says, like, nobody, like, this needs to be destroyed. Like, there's no reason to hold on to this. And now we do have moments where they'll say what they hear. They won't play it. They just say what they hear in it. And like, even then, them reciting some of the stuff that they hear is just devastating. It's so sad. And it's just so like, because he is like, there's so much raw, beautiful footage of him in Alaska with these bears, with also other animals, of like a person who's like truly loves nature and is connected to it.
I think he was an autistic man with his special interest being bears.
Grizzly bears. Like, what a dangerous, so dangerous, because, oh my God, there's one scene of two bears fighting, and it is insane. Like, I don't think I've ever seen footage of two grizzly bears fighting each other, but you are seeing skin and hair fly off, and not only that, the bear shits himself. It is
he
insane.
shits during the fight, and it's pretty gnar. It's pretty fucking crazy.
That should be an
Pretty
automatic
crazy.
loss, I would think.
I know, it's like it's it's a thing when fights when animals do it mostly, but I've seen a couple humans do it too. It's to like make yourself lighter and to like also give you like a weird thing where they're like, "Ew, I don't want to fight you anymore." You shit yourself.
Yeah. And it was even crazier because Timothy went up to the aftermath of it and it was wild.
Yeah. Didn't he like pick up some of the poo and sniff it?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, this is crazy. Oh,
was-
it's crazy."
it was so funny in the middle of all this just despair because he grabs it and I kid you not, he literally says the bear's name because he nicknamed all the bears and he says
Yeah.
this was inside of her or him. I can't remember, but it was so.
I need to watch this. I didn't even
It's
know
really
this
good.
was like a thing.
It's so good. I had never heard of it until.
You'll let my dog watch this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember learning about it because last podcast on the left, Henry Zabrowski talked about it at one point years ago. And I just got around to watching it this year with Wenzel in your house.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, awesome. That's Grizzly Man.
All right.
Ooh, yep. And that song, Whoo, yep. I love that song so much.
Oh my god, they play that. Whenever they start playing that, I just start crying.
Yeah, I've listened to it a few times, like after watching it, and I still like it, but it is a very sad
Dude,
song.
there are songs that I cannot listen to because they're tied to like something in a movie or a show or something that like I will start crying because it immediately I would just start thinking about it. It makes me so sad.
And the fucking pilot that flew the camera crew there would sing his own version with his own lyrics about Timothy Treadwell. It was a
Yes,
very sad rendition.
very so sad because the people that talked about him like really like loved him.
Man, I'm getting sad just hearing y'all talk about it. I need to watch it.
It's a great
It's a great
documentary.
movie. You know, oh,
What is it
gosh,
on? Is it on anything?
I think we watched it on Prime, but that was a few months ago, so I don't know.
It might have been cycled out, but yeah, it was on Prime when we watched it.
Okay. All right. Well, Wenzel, what's your number 6?
Do you feel that temperature in here? What's that certain temperature? Not when it's cold, but what's that other
I don't
temperature?
know, but I'm sweating with anticipation.
Warm.
Heat. It's heat.
Hey.
Can you imagine if the movie was called Warm?
There we go.
Fuck, I need to watch more of that man's movies. Man,
Yeah, man's movies.
Hey, Heat 2 coming soon.
that's true. I mean, they got the book out, so maybe.
Also, too, he just
No,
had Ferrari.
they're working on Heat 2. Like I think Adam Driver is going to be Al Pacino's character, maybe.
Oh,
Or that's
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm
But
curious
Ferrari.
how. I just think like Heat 1 is so good and so different. Like they literally rented a whole area out and using real guns with real blanks and just shot it in the streets. It was fucking crazy.
You could just do that in 1995 though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie sorry, fucking rocked. I can't believe it's so unfair to me that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and that whole gang had this and Casino, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, drop in the same year because Heat is such a fucking banger. It's long. Like so you have to be ready for it's like nearly 3 hours long. So you have to be ready for the commitment. But good lord if it's not just like one of the coolest movies ever.
So good. It's like such a fun time, like not only just story wise, but like everything that's happening, the action in it is crazy. Like that scene that Colt's talking about where they're in the middle of the street just shooting. Crazy ass movie.
One of the coolest scenes ever.
And I just talked about Scent of a Woman. Again, another one of Al Pacino's best works.
Al Pacino's a fantastic actor. Like
Yeah.
Godfather, legit. Godfather 2, fantastic film. I don't have to praise it because it's already getting its ass ate by every frat boy. So great movie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, Al Pacino's getting his ass ate by every frat boy too. So
Oh yeah, and frat No, was it sorority girl? Because he dates young.
Kind of, little distasteful. Colt.
Well,
mean,
he does.
He did
I
just have
know.
a kid.
I know it's so weird.
And his
It's-
girlfriend now, isn't she like 26, 7?
Yeah, she's like my age, 27, 28 maybe.
That's so weird.
It's one of them because him and Robert De Niro both just had kids. One of their wives are, I mean, not old, but older, like maybe in their 40s. I feel like.
I think that's De Niro.
Yeah, I see. Man, that's that's crazy. I'm trying to wait. Is Robert De Niro not even married?
I swear he is.
I don't know. A lot of these old actors, like, because isn't the person that Al Pacino's dating, or he dated at one time, has dated a lot of the old actors?
Yes, she's like trying to get that bag. Wait, trying to get them to die.
I mean, I don't know.
No. So Robert De Niro just had his newest kid with his girlfriend, who doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Come on.
Wow, it's a nobody.
And then Al Pacino, I'm trying to see. I don't think Al Pacino is married either.
He's not.
No,
He's a playboy. 80 years old and swinging.
83.
Yup.
Yeah. Oh, Al Pacino has never been married.
Yeah.
Always been a bachelor.
Okay. So is the person he just had this newest kid with, is 54 years is younger. So 83 minus 54, 29.
Jesus.
Good
That's
Lord.
crazy.
That's literally how old I turned this year.
You have a chance.
Hit me up, Al. All right.
Are you saying that if Reba hit you up, you wouldn't accept?
No comment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
are we ready for my
I'll-
number 6?
I'll accept. I'll say it.
My
Alright,
number
I'm ready.
6 is I watched all these movies this year. I thought this was the best of the bunch. We got John Wick Chapter 2.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
Okay.
I watched all the John Wicks in the lead up to John Wick 4 because my mom wanted to see John Wick 4 in theaters, and I was like, that sounds cool. So I watched all 3 of them like back to back to back. And really, any of the 3 of them could have been on this list. I just like 2 a little bit more. But holy fuck, what a film, what a franchise. Like, Keanu, you really popped off with this one. I saw something the other day talking about Keanu Reeves not being a good actor. It was actually posted by a friend of the show, Cannon. Posted like a Venn diagram about like good presence but bad actor, and Keanu Reeves was like in it. I was like, what the fuck are you on, buddy?
I mean, I can see it. I
he's
put
not
him
like
on
a
this.
great actor, but I wouldn't call him a bad actor.
I put him on the same list as Nicolas Cage,
Sure, I think Nicolas Cage is a great actor.
but he also acts bad at times.
Sure. But anyways, this movie, I mean, just action straight into your veins, has one of the coolest action sequences ever. The Hall of Mirrors fucking rocks. Watch all the John Wicks if you haven't, because they all fucking rule. But yeah, John Wick Chapter 2 was the standout for me out of the first 3.
That's funny because I actually think that's the worst one, but I haven't
Really?
seen the 4th one yet.
The 4th
But,
one is
yeah.
amazing. Now, fun fact, I haven't seen the 2nd one.
What?
You've seen 1, 3, and 4?
Yep.
Fuck
What the
off.
fuck?
We've been over this, Colt. We've been over this.
I know, it's stupid.
Oh, you're stupid. Don't ever say that to me again. No, it is. I just never got around to it. In fact, last year I rewatched the first John Wick. Never hit the second one.
God, you really need to watch 2. I do think 1 is probably the worst because 2 is such a step up from 1, in my opinion.
1 is my favorite of the 3 that I've seen.
I love the 4th. The 4th is so freaking good. Oh, so good.
I mean, you ready for 5?
Yeah, in our top 5s now.
All right. My number 5 is AYCH 2012. AYCH is a word for fly. I can't remember the language name, but fantastic movie. We talked about it on our, I can't remember if it was Bollywood or Tollywood. We had talked it on one of those episodes. It's a fantastic movie where a man gets reincarnated into a fly after some weird murder shenanigans.
It's Tollywood.
And he goes on a revenge trip. It's pretty fucking funny. And I think everyone here should watch it. Mainly Tanner, because Wenzel's seen it. Tanner, you need to watch AYCH. It's fun.
Oh, hey, you know what? Adding it to the list.
Yeah.
I will say, I didn't include any of our Tollywood or Bollywood films because we already did an episode talking about them, and because they're so freaking good, I wanted to give room for other films.
Not Colt.
Yeah, I kind of thought a little ahead.
I actually wanted to give the credit where credit's due. So
we did a whole episode about it.
Yeah, and I think they're good enough to actually talk about again.
All right, go ahead. Talk about it then. Talk about it.
I did.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what?
Fly
Colt? Colt?
cannon.
You have 45 minutes.
There's a fly. He got fly brothers.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did at the beginning, and they all died because of fucking surge of water.
God, but that doesn't count because he doesn't have any actual brothers. Okay, he's reincarnated.
So that doesn't make sense. So if you are born after you're reincarnated, you're born with as twins. That's not your brother.
Okay, fine. I see what you're saying.
I was about to say he got you there. Yeah. That's a bullet point.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's say your favorite scene from the movie.
Favorite scene. I don't want to spoil it for Tanner because my favorite scene is the very end scene where Spirit.
Okay,
mode.
see, he's a pussy. He can't talk about it.
But no, I definitely have it on the list.
Car crash.
He can't. Yeah, he can't. Oh my god, that was so good. I don't even know if that's my favorite scene, just because there's it's maybe. Yeah, it has to be.
I will kill you.
Yeah, definitely watch AYCH. It's so good.
You next.
All right.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it. Wenzel,
It is 2021's Lee. No, Flea.
Flea?
Oh yeah. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's like pseudo, like, well, no, it's not pseudo. It's an animated documentary about a man who, as a young boy, fled from Afghanistan to Denmark, and basically kind of going over a secret that he's been keeping, which is him having to flee from Afghanistan, and like basically discussing it and talking about how he got to this point. It's animated to protect the person's identity as well. It was very good. Just a very it's like, if anybody knows anything about immigration and refugees and just how fucking awful countries have been to refugees, to people who are seeking asylum, who are fleeing, it's just a reminder of that, and it's very good. And also a very beautiful film about his journey. And also too, like, he is also like gay as well, and that scene in particular, Colt, well, I won't say it, sorry. Colt knows what I'm talking about though. They use a Daft Punk song that was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
music.
Flea has been on my list for probably since 2021 to watch, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
You should watch Flea and Grizzly Man at the same time. Not at the same time, but back to back. Then Grave of the Fireflies.
Well, I've seen Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah, no, it's just like a palate cleanser.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Flea. Oh God, I'm remembering Flea now.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's so sad. But I mean, the ending of it, I would say, is, well, they're both based on real life things, so I can't really say it's happier. But it's God, I'm not gonna say it's very good though. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Flea for so long, and it was a film me and Colt watched together again, and so that's why I was just like, I gotta watch it because it's been too freaking long.
Yep. And we watched it in your house, Tanner. We're making
Wow.
your animals watch sad
I
movies.
was gonna say, it sounds like we should have got Bailey's list. Good lord.
Yeah, we barely watched it. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Well, cool. Like I said, it's on my list. I've been meaning to watch it for years at this point. I just haven't gotten to it yet. All right, y'all ready for my number 5?
Yeah.
All right, I have 2014's Whiplash.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch this.
Such a great fucking movie. J.K. Simmons is a drumming Nazi.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yes, but no.
are you edging or are you gooning?
That's what he asked Miles Teller several times.
Mog.
But it's just, I think everybody kind of knows what Whiplash is, but if you don't, it's Miles Teller is like this. He's the little drummer boy, and J.K. Simmons.
He was there. He was there at Jesus' birth.
Yeah, he was there at the birth of Christ. That's where the movie starts. And J.K. Simmons just kind of takes him under his wing, and things get very extreme. And you see what happens when you let perfection be the enemy of greatness, or whatever that fucking saying is. It's so good, and the last scene still lives in my mind. I see it like once a week. So fucking good. Just that's so good. The Whiplash fucking rocks.
Yeah, I saw it back in 2015, I want to say, and I still think about that final scene.
Yeah, that final scene is crazy.
I bet he plays the drums.
Colt, guess what? He does.
He does. I'll just say that.
It's so good. Also, Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons in the movie are fucking phenomenal. Two great performances.
You think that's his best role?
J.K. Simmons?
Miles Teller?
Miles Teller?
Probably, yeah.
Wrong, it's Fan Four Stick.
I was literally thinking about the Fantastic Four.
Well, shit. You know what? I've been owned.
Amen.
Damn.
God, like what else would Miles Teller was in Top Gun Maverick, which rocked, and he was in
Great
Project
movie.
X, which rocked.
Terrible movie.
Wait, what movie did you say he was in?
Project X.
Oh yeah, Project X. He was in War Dogs.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the rest of them.
He's that's with Jonah Hill, where they play the guy. Or, I don't
Cocaine
know.
smugglers?
No, it's the war profiteers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cool. Whiplash, number 5.
My number
All right.
4, I don't know if Wenzel has it higher or at all. Well, no, he doesn't, because he doesn't give credit where it's credit due. It's Masan 2014.
Dude, I can't. We had a whole episode about it.
Or 2015. Did I say 14 or 15?
You've said both.
Fuck. 15.
It's 15.
Yeah, this movie's sad. 4 lives intersect along the Ganges, a low-case boy in hopeless love, a daughter ridden with guilt of sexual encounter ending in tragedy, hapless father with fading morality, and a spirited child yearning for a family, long to escape the moral constructs of a small town. Yeah, this is sad.
It is a Bollywood film. So Tanner, here's what you need to watch. You need to watch Grizzly Man. You need to watch Flea, and you need to watch Masan.
Back
Same
to
night.
back
Yes.
to back to back.
Okay.
And I promise you, your heart will not get broken. Your soul won't die. You'll be fine.
Awesome.
And you won't be a husk walking to your bed when your wife asks what's wrong.
Great.
Yeah, Masan. Jesus Christ, it's so freaking good. Like I said, we had an episode talking about it, but to kind of like talk about it again here, it's just it's an incredible movie. With all these storylines converging, and especially that one scene with one character. Jesus.
Below the bridge after the bus.
Yeah, what other scene would Oh my god, man! You're gonna make me cry again? Really? You're gonna make me cry thinking about it? Jesus
Okay.
Christ!
Yeah.
Very
Great.
good acting.
Very good acting. I highly recommend you watch it if you want to ruin your night. It's so good.
So good.
I listened to our episodes, Bollywood and Tollywood.
Yeah, go listen to our Bollywood and Tollywood episode. We watch a lot of good movies for both of them. Yeah, I recommend. Because I enjoyed doing those episodes and I enjoyed watching these movies.
Hell yeah. It's on the
All
list.
right. Ready for my next one? Nobody else has seen this. 1996. Sex.
Whoa! High five!
Hey, buddy. Hey,
Okay. All right. Let's calm down.
You said
Keep
it.
down. I know. But let's move on with the class. We got some work to do.
All right.
The Watermelon Woman. So I'll just go off the letterbox. What it says: Cheryl, a young black lesbian, works day job in a video store while trying to make a film about a black actress from the 1930s, known for playing the stereotypical mammy roles relegated to black actresses during that period. This is the first feature film directed by an out black lesbian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want to watch this. Yeah. I didn't realize it was 1996.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Like it's crazy because it's also done in like kind of a documentary style, like quasi documentary. So freaking good. It was so funny when I looked up reviews about this too. Like the word raw is thrown around so much because it is very raw, and the footage is so beautiful, like raw. Basically, it's so good. And gosh, I'm trying to think of like, because I watched this. I got this on this was on the Criterion channel for a while, and I've been meaning to watch it, but it kept getting cycled out. So it finally came to the Criterion collection, and I just straight up bought it and watched it. Very good. I very much recommend it. It's a really good look into like gosh, like I'm trying to think how to phrase this. I didn't think about this beforehand, how to say this, but it's just a really good like look into like the it's very good. It's very good.
Is it like trying to talk about the Jewish tunnels without trying to sound anti-Semitic?
Jesus Christ. No,
I'm just asking.
It's just I don't know why I can't think of it. It's like getting like to seeing like I guess like black lesbians being represented and getting to see that perspective. It's very that's like it was very good and very fascinating is what I mean.
especially in 96.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't think it was that old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's why I was trying to make the connection there. Is like it was in 96, and that's like it was way ahead of its time doing that, and that's what made it incredibly fascinating. It's very good. That's really all I can say about it. I haven't really sat down to review it, but very good.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to add that one. Well, so for my number 4, I seeing how y'all both went with, something, deep and connected with you on an emotional, personal level, like that. I went with 2018's The Christmas Chronicles.
Oh,
what?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the Netflix movie where Kurt Russell is Santa.
What?
Y'all are gonna think I'm fucking bitten, but this is one of the best Christmas movies of all time. Kurt Russell is Santa. Kurt Russell may be the only person I ever want to see play Santa Claus again. In a live action sense, he is so good as Santa.
This has a 2.9 in Letterboxd here. You better fucking talk about it.
I went full 5 on it for reference. It's about, just to give you a little bit of background, these 2 kids, growing up, they were all about Santa, and their dad was a firefighter. Dad ends up dying. And so like the older brother, who used to be super excited about Santa, He's just not excited anymore. He's like a teenager in the current day movie now. He's just not excited about Christmas or Santa, but his little sister still like believes in the magic and stuff like that. And there's a couple of times in the movie where he's almost like, well, Santa's not even real, but he doesn't because he still wants to be a good older brother. And they just go on this journey and help save Christmas with the help of Santa because they accidentally make Kurt Russell's reindeer go fucking psycho and they like crash into a building or some shit. So they have to find all the reindeer. They have to find his sack of toys. They have to find the sled. Kurt Russell gets locked up in jail at one point and does like a 10-minute fucking jailhouse rock musical number that rocks. It's a great fucking movie. It's so it like embodies the Christmas spirit. If you're into the cheesy Christmas movies, it just embodies that and like now the second one sucks ass, but the first one is just so good. It's like quintessential Christmas movie. I mean, I seriously believe it's one of the best Christmas movies of all time. But yeah, so Christmas Chronicles, check it out this next holiday season. Yeah, it's really good.
Or watch it this summer. Who cares? Watch it whenever you want.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a fun time.
It was awesome.
It sounds
I will
like a
say-
Tanner movie.
I will say Riley and I both cried at the end, and she's not even into Christmas movies like I'm into Christmas movies. But we both like bawled our like I like ugly cried at the end. Like I had to go to the bathroom.
All right. Well, it's a 2.9 movie. Let's calm down.
Yeah,
No,
I was
I'm just
literally
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was literally in the living room like oh my god, and I had to go like clean myself up.
Jeez.
You shit
Yeah.
yourself?
Almost.
Oh man.
Well, hell
Yeah.
yeah, though. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really fucking good.
Well, you ready for the 3?
I'm ready.
3 is Suspiria, another movie that Wenzel will not give credit to because he's a punk.
Oh my god, dude. We had an episode about it.
This movie was fantastic and it birthed a new love for Dario Argento and the 1977. I just want to watch a bunch of 70s movies now. Wenzel and I have been on a 70s kick kind of because we've been watching a bunch of movies from that time frame.
Yeah, we have. It's very
I don't
fun.
know what it is. Like, there's a certain quality to them that is just. I think it's just the cameras used. They feel more professional. I don't know. It's the graininess that goes with it. We get a few movies like that, like now, but that's just because they're using old equipment. I just miss the graininess.
It's just like the grittiness of like 70s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that every time like I get the hunch and watch like I get it a lot with westerns. Like if I watch a western from like the early 60s, I'm like, God damn, nobody's doing it like this anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. Nobody
But-
does. Nobody does do that like that.
Like you'll get occasional ones with like A24 like indie films, but no like big budget movie ever go back to the cool swag 70s and 60s.
No, I think that's kind of what I like about John Wick, really, because I mean it does use like the newer stuff, but it still has that grittiness of like a 70s or 80s movie. To me,
I think you're crazy. But yeah, it's Suspiria, fantastic movie. Dario Argento slowly becoming one of my favorite directors of all time. I've only seen 2 more of his films, Tenebra and Inferno.
Yep.
But holy crap, I want to watch all the good movies from his backlog.
Because he has apparently some bad ones.
Yeah, like the third fucking Mother of
Mother of Tears.
Mother of Tears. Yeah, that's sad. I wish it was good, but it came out in 2005, so it can't be that good. But yes, Suspiria, fantastic. Dario Argento, master of set design with all his crew.
In the music choice.
Oh, that one song that plays at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie is so fucking good. It's in my Spotify playlist still. It's fantastic.
No, there was we were watching Tenebrae whenever like earlier this month, January. And there was a part in there where there was a really long segment of this one song that was playing. Me and Colt were just dancing.
Yeah, we were like drumming like really fast and hard for like 5 minutes. Our arms, we had to stop because the song kept going.
We got so tired. It was so good though. Like,
Oh yeah.
like, and yeah, Suspiria is very good. It's very fun. Yeah, if you didn't know, it's part of actually it's basically like a trilogy. There's Suspiria, there's Inferno, and then there's The Mother of Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 2017 Suspiria is just a remake. I still haven't seen it, but I
wanna
really
see
want to
it.
see it.
I want to see it.
Yeah, that's
Wanna
my
see
number 3. What's yours, Wenzel?
My number 3 is Petite Maman.
Ah,
Oh.
Little Mama.
Yep. Another film me and Colt watched. This is directed by Celine Sciamma. She directed Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Another banger. I'll say that because
Great movie.
it's I really didn't know what it was going into it. I just kept hearing so much about how good it was towards like the latter half, and I was like, what is this movie? And it's only 72 minutes. It's a very quick watch, but it's basically we follow this little girl, and they're in her mother's childhood home, and randomly her mom just it just leaves. She's just gone for some reason. So she's just there with her dad. So she just starts playing in the woods, and then she comes across another little girl in the woods, her age, building the same treehouse that was the treehouse that her mom built, and it's really good. I don't want to give too much away, but it's very good. It's very Ghibli-esque, if I had to describe
Yeah,
it as well.
it's like a live action Ghibli film,
Yeah,
close to Totoro in a way.
yeah.
Oh,
no,
well,
no
that's one of the best
crazy
movies
like
ever.
no crazy like body horror or
No,
weird
no.
like stuff, but there's like a magical sense to it. I'll just
Yeah,
say
it's a
that.
heartwarming, beautiful movie, if you ask me.
It is. That's what that's it really it was very sweet. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and we watched this at Tanner's as well, and he came
Yeah.
in. That was whenever you went to Disney World, and you came in, and you're like, "You guys got to get the fuck out of here! Stop crying." So we did.
Oh, was that the last movie y'all watched before I came home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That's awesome. That sounds awesome. Yeah. I didn't realize it was the same person that directed Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Recommend it.
Are y'all ready for my number 3?
Yes.
My number 3 is a documentary. The History of the Seattle Mariners. Came out in 2020. It's long.
Damn,
It's
Cole.
a little under 4 hours. And I'm just going to give y'all the little Letterboxd synopsis. I'm not going to bore y'all with baseball stuff, but every team has its highs and lows, frustration, heartbreak, greatness, and confusion. But no other team is like this one. The Seattle Mariners are eminently lovable, profoundly human, and stunningly, outrageously weird. There is no more fascinating team across the entire history of American sports. After watching this, I'm completely sold on that. It tells the entire history of the Seattle Mariners and just how, as a team, despite having arguably 2 of the best players to ever play the fucking game on their team, at different points, they still were never able to get it done. And it's really fascinating to just read about this little weird baseball team in the western corner of the country. And it's broken down. There's a ton of numbers. There's a ton of spreadsheets and graphs in this documentary. Again, most people would probably find it extremely boring, but I do think John Boyce, who is the director and narrator of this, did a fan-fucking-tastic job with it. Also, Alex Rubinstein. Both did phenomenal with it. Highly recommend, even if you just have a little interest in any sort of American sport or really American history, I highly recommend watching the history of the Seattle Mariners.
Okay. Sure.
And it's on YouTube. It's free.
Do I have any interest in the Seattle Mariners? Boo, down with the Mariners. Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
Baseball. That's all I know. I don't know anything about this.
Hey, Colt
stuff.
was an all-star. Don't let Colt fool you.
That's true. I was pretty good. Then I
Yeah.
had that terrible knee injury and I
Yeah.
couldn't play the pros.
Yeah, Colt tore his MCL in 7 and 8.
Yeah.
The machine pitch just took him right out.
In reality, I just wanted to play Pokemon and Call of Duty, so I didn't play anymore.
Whoa. Let's calm down before you say anything you might regret, Colt.
Oh shit. Yeah, I broke my toes, every single one of them.
Okay, now you're changing the story. I don't know if I can support you.
Damn. All right, number 2.
Number
Yep.
2. My number 2 is a movie that Tanner hates, Wenzel loves, and I also love. This movie is by one of my favorite directors of all time. Actually, scratch that. Is my favorite director of all time.
Whoa.
He's been making bangers for years and years, and he's also directed my favorite movie of all time as Denis Villeneuve's Sicario 2015. I watched this movie for the first time this year. Absolute banger of a movie. I love this movie so much. I honestly don't see what Tanner hated about it. The whole movie, I was like, Tanner just likes this? I'm going to kill him. I'm going to break his legs. Because I was having such a blast watching that movie. And even like, it just goes so hard with, what is it? Benicio del Toro's final scene where he's sitting at the table with that, and he's like,
I mean, that scene saves the movie from being absolute trash.
and the scene where he's like in the back of that, I think it's like he's in the back of a cop car and he pulls over that dude. That shit goes hard as hell too. And the scene where they're in the tunnel goes hard as hell. And the scene at the beginning of the movie when the house is lined with bodies. Oh, it's such a good movie through and through.
The traffic scene or the scene where they're
Oh yes,
where they're
I forgot about
going
the
into
traffic scene.
where they're going into their nighttime mission, just descending into darkness. Oh my god, so good.
I want to watch it again. It's that good. It's a fantastic movie.
I will say, with how brutal that last scene is, I could watch it again. Like, damn, it's that good.
Wow, Cole, I did not realize you were that high on Sicario.
I gave it 5 stars.
Wow,
And I knew
missed it.
Colt would love it. I knew Colt would love it. That's why I've been telling him for years now. Like, you gotta watch it, dude. You gotta watch it. It's so freaking good.
And I did, and I loved it. What did you dislike about the movie? Because you're dumb?
I mean, it's been so long since I've watched it at this point.
Did you really watch it, or did you fall
No.
asleep?
No, I watched it. I don't fall asleep when I watch movies by myself. I know that's crazy, but
I think you're lying.
I don't know. I just thought the pacing was weird. I just thought I thought a lot of the stretches in between, like the glimpses of greatness, were so bad and boring. But again, I haven't watched it since I watched it probably 5 years ago, probably 6 years ago. So I probably couldn't draw like an actual.
Yeah. If you ever rewatch it and you give it another low score, I will beat you with a hammer.
Jesus. I will
not
send
good.
Benicio del Toro to your house.
Yeah, I'll
Damn.
pop up in your kitchen. I know you don't have a kitchen table, but I'll put my own kitchen table in there. I'm gonna sit at it and I'm like, have a seat.
And then you're gonna tell Bells, Socks, and Bailey come down to eat, and they get scared, but they're like, no, keep eating.
Keep
It's okay.
eating. Keep eating. But I couldn't do that to Bells. I couldn't do what Benicio does to Bells and Bailey. I could probably do it to Socks. But
So, to be fair, Socks would probably have done something to warrant it.
yeah, I think I'd probably be there for Socks, and I would probably shoot you first.
Honestly, Socks could be Benicio del Toro,
Oh God,
and he'd probably kill everybody else.
Great movie. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Well,
good.
hell yeah.
All right. My number 2 is 2019's This Is Not a Burial, It's a Resurrection. It's
Okay.
It's another film I've been meaning to watch on the Criterion channel for a long time, but then it got announced for the Criterion collection. So as soon as the sale came up, I went and bought it, and then I put it off watching it for so long, but I finally watched it. Broke my heart. Super, super sad. Very existential as well. It basically is this 80-year-old widow is having to kind of deal with, or kind of like get ready for her, like make arrangements and deal with her affairs before her burial. But then the village that she's in, this is in the amongst the mountains of Lesotho. I'm just reading it off the Letterboxd. But when her village is threatened with resettlement due to the construction of a reservoir, she finds a new will to live and ignites a spirit of resistance within her community. It's really sad. It had me crying. Very heartbreaking too. Like I said, very existential, especially with colonialism. Very, very gritty. It's so good. And it's so sad too, because our main character that we follow, Mantoa, played by Mary Twala, she died a year later. So rest in peace. But yeah, it's very good. I highly recommend it if anybody can.
I say amen.
That's all I'm gonna say, because you gotta watch it. It's
well,
so
hell
good.
yeah. Hell yeah. I don't even know what that movie is. So I've never heard of it.
It's been on so many lists for best like movies of, I think, like 2019 or 2020. That's what has kept it on my radar. And then it didn't get put into the collection until like, I think maybe last year or the year before.
Okay. I will put it on the docket. Y'all ready?
What
for my
about
number
you,
two?
Tanner San?
My number 2 is I'm honestly surprised neither of y'all have said it, unless it's both of y'all's number ones. But my number 2 goes to 2022's Tar.
Oh,
Y'all don't have it? It's
No.
not y'all's number one.
No.
Wow. I thought this movie fucking rocked.
Oh, Tar's it was really good.
yeah, it had Monster Hunter in it.
Yeah, I had Monster Hunter.
And it was in the Philippines.
God, yeah, it's so weird. I mean, everybody knows what Tar is, you know, totally based on a true story. Lydia Tar is real.
Yeah, Interstellar is really good.
Okay.
The robot, and it's called Tar.
Oh,
Tars with an S.
Well, we don't say that word.
Jesus.
What?
Anyways, Tar is just a not real story about a not real conductor who, but it's made as if you're like, fuck, was Lydia Tar a real person? Did Lydia Tar exist?
And she's haunted by a ghost?
Yeah, and there are a couple of scenes where there's maybe a ghost involved.
It's so good.
Which is weird, but Tar goes absolutely stupid. God, if I going against 2022 films, it might be my top movie of 2022. I don't know. It's fucking close. It rocks. People listening to this have seen Tar, so I'm not gonna like go into the semantics of it, but it fucking rocked my socks off.
Everyone I knew on anything really, just everyone saw it before I did, basically.
Yeah, that's how it felt for me too. I felt like I was the last person on earth to see it.
Yeah. Like everybody I knew had just seen it, talked about it, loved it, raved about it. There were people talking about it as if Lydia Tar was a real person, which really confused me before I'd even seen it. Cause I was like, what? Like, like it's so funny that you say that about it, because it's like before, like a couple of months ago, I was convinced that Lydia Tar was a real person until I had to look it up and be like, who the fuck is this? And it's just because and then watching it, it's done so well to where like, yeah, I could see people thinking that's a real person.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a good fucking movie though. Like, if you haven't seen Tar, congratulations, you are the last person on earth that hasn't seen it. But it's phenomenal, and you should rectify that right now.
Yeah,
you should actually pause this podcast, go watch Tar, and come back.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah, and then play Monster Hunter World, because you got to get that lore.
Yeah, you have to play the entirety of Monster Hunter World as well
to understand the next part. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're ready for number ones.
Number one. This is a movie that Wenzel definitely did not give credits where it's due, because he hates doing that. That is Police Story.
Table it.
1985
episode.
Hold on. I mean, I can't say table it, but it's also my number one.
Yeah, buddy. So do I
Nice.
shut up
Yeah.
or do I talk about it? Because Tanner's also got it, and we don't.
No.
have
You be
anymore.
quiet. We'll wait.
Yeah, let
Tanner.
Wenzel do his number one since he hated Police Story.
Okay, I
And
get
then we
it.
can talk about Police Story.
My number one, you can make a guess about what it is. So I'll let you guess.
I would have guessed Police Story.
No, because it was a film I said we're gonna table.
Oh shit! Really?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. Jennifer's Body? No.
No, we talked about that. It's not one of mine.
Oh,
all
Howl's
the-
Moving Castle?
There it is.
Yeah. Yep. Howl's Moving Castle. That's my number
Wow.
one. I really love it. I love Ghibli, and I love the animation for this, and I love this film. Howl is a very weird bird man.
Yeah.
No, it was. I love this movie. It was great. Again with the beautiful animation and the transformations and the concept of of it, like it was just I loved this movie. It was so good. And now I can look through the art book that I got for Christmas years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I got you an art book for it like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, so now I can look through it.
Hell
It's
yeah.
just it's incredible.
It's a great movie. Yeah, I've seen it probably like 4 times. Love it every single time. Beautiful film. I love that little fire, and I love that little chicken house.
Love Calcifer.
Yes.
It's so good. It's oh man, it's so good. I like even just hearing like the opening, like now, especially because it's like a pretty popular TikTok sound, but just the oh man, woo, I'm getting chills. Oh god, it's so good. Howl's Moving Castle is definitely in like the Ghibli elite canon for me. Like I'd put it right up there with like Totoro and Porco Rosso for sure.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. All right, now we can talk about Police Story.
Yeah,
even though we did a whole episode talking
We don't.
about it.
That's the thing is, we don't have to keep talking about it. We just talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, my number one's Police Story with a Bullet. Like Wenzel has said, we have done a whole episode on it. We all gush about it in that episode. It is still the best non-2023 movie I watched all of last year.
Oh yeah, gorgeous, action-packed. Jackie Chan hangs out of a bus.
Like,
Oh!
God, that movie. If you don't know, it's the first episode we did, or no, second episode we did for Summer of Fisting. So it's like in the 310 area. Good God, is it so good? Like this to me, like after we watched Police Story, I was like, I'm so glad we're doing Summer of Fisting so we can watch more cool shit. And we watched a lot of really good movies from Summer of Fisting that almost made my list. But Police Story is like so head and shoulders above like not only the rest of the movies we watched for Summer of Fisting, but like honestly the rest of these movies on my list, like how much I liked it. Like Police Story immediately entered like this is like one of the 5 best movies I've ever watched.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
kicks an extraordinarily large amount of ass. It's insane. Jackie Chan goes dummy mode. There's so many like literally from the opening scene of them destroying like this mountainside little village to God. Oh my God. Just everything in the movie was so good. Like
And that dude pissed his pants.
The dude pissed himself. God, I mean, just even like the comedy in the movie, like where all the phones are ringing and Jackie Chan keeps having to answer them, and he's trying to like cook his ramen at the same time, and it's so fucking good. Like, I can't believe a movie like this is almost 40 years old because goddamn, they don't make them like this anymore.
No, dude, they don't know if originally my because I didn't want to talk about the films that we had done for the episodes. No, Police Story would be my number one officially.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be number one. It's so freaking good. It's so freaking good.
It rocks. Like I said, go listen to our episode about it. I think we went like an hour just breaking down the movie, and it's one of my favorite episodes we've done.
Yeah,
but God, this is such a good ass movie.
Still need to watch all the other Police Stories.
Yeah, still need to watch all the other
ones.
ones. But holy shit, Police Story 1 is just an absolute masterclass.
for this next part, we're going into our top 23 films. Bam, boom, here we are. But we're going to start with honorable mentions first, which is basically going to be 15 to 11.
Yeah, it's not top 23 films, period. It's top 2023 films.
Yeah, Wenzel said top 23 films. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
I'm sorry. Top 23 films. Sorry, and let me correct it. Top 23 films. We're going to talk about our 23 favorite films of
That's what you
2023.
said.
I know, but I'm correcting it to make it sure it's official.
And we are doing same rules. If there's something on somebody's honorable mention list that somebody has higher, not just in the honorable mentions, but if it actually made their proper top 10, we're going to table the discussion until we get to it.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think without further ado, Colt, let's go for it.
So basically, these are like all mine are in order. So this is basically number 15.
Yeah.
That is Talk to Me, the new horror movie from the silly internet brothers. It's a fun time. They got a hand that speaks to the dead, and there's some bloody action.
It's one of the best horror films of last year. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
I'm
very
actually surprised
excited.
it missed your list.
Yeah, no, it's not on my list. But to be fair, I gave it 4.5, so it's still, very much a good film, but it didn't make it on my honorable mentions or my top 10. Very good. I'm very excited for Talk to Me 2 and for whatever the Racca brothers do.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get something happening, and I think it's gonna be something great because they've already hung out with Kojima on multiple occasions.
I wonder if they're involved in that thing with Jordan Peele's kind of involved.
The
with.
horror
Yeah.
project. I'm curious too, actually, about that.
I didn't like Talk to Me, but I do understand.
Yeah, we know.
But I do appreciate that it did something really new in the horror genre. So I'm still excited for what they do next.
Tanner doesn't like horror movies,
They're not my favorite genre of film.
so don't take his opinion. If Tanner ever gives his opinion on horror movies, throw it in the trash and say, "I don't listen to pieces of shit." So just say that.
Yeah, you could say that.
I gave it 4.5 stars. I loved it a whole lot. It was horrifying. The spirits that were just like, and they're like, whoa.
It was it was brutal, and it went in a route that I didn't expect it to go, that I was just like, wow, it's really fun. Very good. Very good.
Well, hell yeah.
Now, what's yours, Wenzel?
Mine is EO.
EO. Oh, EO. I didn't get to see that. We tried watching it at Tanner's, but it wouldn't work.
No, we actually tried watching it at your house, Colt, but that doesn't matter. We did try to watch.
Do we need like an asterisk for every movie y'all watched at my house, but I wasn't there?
We could.
Good Lord.
Yeah, EO is a very not short. It's like 88 minutes, but it's a very short and not particularly sweet, I don't want to say, just because it's a very harrowing journey of a donkey trying to reunite with his handler and all the people he meets on the way. But there's a really cool scene. Let's just say it involves him and special ops.
Whoa. Okay.
No context. Actually, yeah. No context. Yeah, that's all I'll say about it.
I want to see this because I like the idea of it. So I got to see it at some point.
Yeah, it's definitely on my list.
Yeah, and it's again one of those movies I keep seeing people talk about, and I'm like, I gotta find out what is going on here with this goddamn donkey. And yeah, I get it. I get it. There's no dialogue, obviously, from the donkey, but I get it.
No internal monologue where he sounds like the FBI boss from American Dad, Patrick Stewart.
No, sadly, no. It's no, it's just and it'll make you sad. I'll say that too. It'll make you sad.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess my number 15 or my first honorable mention. I'm going The Iron Claw.
Shelve it.
Ooh, table it.
Shelve.
Wow, I'm the fucking wrestling guy. Wow, that's
Yup.
crazy. I expected that to happen, but I'm still kind of shocked.
All right.
well,
My number 14 is Skinamarink.
Nice.
This movie is so good. Another movie that Tanner is too dumb to understand. And he's so stupid.
no, I understood it. I understood it.
Did you?
Yeah, I know. I fucking got Skinamarink.
I don't think you understand that we have a Skinamarink on our hands.
Bailey loved it so much. She even watched it with us. She
Yeah,
liked it watching it with you. And she's like, this is so good. I'm going to watch it with them.
Yeah,
She actually
Bailey watched
did.
Skinamarink twice.
Yeah, she watched it with us. Like she was up, like she was actually staring at it. That's not a bit. She actually watched it with us.
No, my animals legitimately will sit and watch movies.
No, and I think Socks even came down to watch it again too. He watched a little bit of it and then he left.
Yeah, I think Socks is like you because he gets scared and he runs away.
I will say Riley and I still have a really good bit from Skinamarink. It's not in the movie, but we'll just go around the house when it's dark and we'll just go like Skinamarink dinky dink Skinamarink doo. Even though that's not in the movie, but
Yeah.
that's where Skinamarink bit.
Also, the in this house.
In this house.
In this house. Wasn't in the movie.
No.
Yeah, because me and Colt
Fucking love this movie. It scared the shit out of me. And it made me feel like I was seeing shit in Tanner's house and the doors were disappearing.
Yeah, no, we had an actual Skinamarink situation at Tanner's house.
That's fucking crazy. I haven't heard about this.
Yeah, no. Your windows disappeared. Your doors disappeared at some point. At some point, the door to the bathroom disappeared. So it got really messy at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But we figured it out. Don't worry.
Yeah, again, another movie I'm shocked did not make Wenzel's list.
Yeah, I wanted. There were so many good movies.
Wenzel rated a lot of movies 5-star. I guarantee every single movie he's going to say is 5-star rated from him. These two are 4.5.
Yeah, I will say it. So let me see where it stops and it starts. Okay, give me just a second. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I have oh wow, that's funny. I have 23 films from 2023 rated 5 stars.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I've got like 12.
Damn.
Something like that.
I have 6.
Bro, I just love watching movies, and there was a lot of good movies I really loved last year.
Yeah, no, last year was a great year for movies.
Like, and I watched a lot of, said it before 70. So like there was a lot to choose from, and there's still films I gotta watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like me. Like so far, like already I'm like, oh, I gotta add EO to the list. Even though EO is on my list, I just haven't watched it yet. And there's a lot of movies that I assume once we get into our top 10s that I'm gonna be like, I haven't seen it. But I will say we have gotten luckier because now in our area, it seems like we pretty much get most everything.
Yeah.
Dude, we get almost everything. And it's crazy too, because there's some films though that are like, if there'll be some films that then I'll just randomly see a ton of people talk about or have been talking about that we just haven't got. And I'm just like, fuck, dude.
The zone of
What
interest.
Is it
Zone of interest.
I was about to say Sound of Freedom.
No, Sound of Freedom had quite the run here.
It did. It was
Theaters
here
for like 3 months.
for a while.
Dude, our theaters got fucking, well, I'll say it later, but yeah.
Yeah, zone of interest, because I just saw one of a mutual who had just seen it in theater, and they live in Florida.
I saw a post from A24 on TikTok. It was a clip from the movie of a guy fishing.
Yep.
And then I checked the comments and it said, now now playing worldwide in theaters. And it showed the date as like 120, whatever this Friday was.
Yeah. I think it went nationwide either yesterday or this upcoming Friday.
Okay.
But it should be in our theater. It should be in one of the AMCs around here, like within the next week.
Because I really want to watch that movie.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. But so cool, Colt Skinamarink 14.
Yeah.
No, Skinamarink is so good. It's oh my god,
I understand why it's not for everyone. I really do.
Definitely, yeah, I definitely get it, but like it has that certain level of weird and creepiness that really just makes me love it so much because there's nothing else like it, and that's what really captivated me about Skinamarink.
Yeah, you gotta watch it in a pitch black room with nothing, the only light coming from the TV.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then you got to have that little toy phone right next to you.
Yeah.
Sauce.
And ideally, you're watching it with my dog.
Yes.
Ideally, Bailey is there. Bells has never seen it. She's still too young.
Yeah.
Well, when we watch your house again, we'll make her watch some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all are house sitting in March, so
Yeah, we gotta watch crazy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. What's that one movie where the dude fucks his family's corpses?
Serbian film.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus Christ, Colt. Okay.
It's not a good movie. I'm just thinking of a fucked up movie.
You've seen it. I don't know why you were confused. Why? Okay.
I saw it when I was like 12. Okay, which is not a good age to watch it.
No, Cole, you were older than 12.
13?
No, we watched it at Cody's apartment. You were definitely in high school.
I was like 13, 14.
You were definitely in high school.
No, Colt wasn't in high school because I remember him telling me about it in middle school.
Are you?
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. It was. I know we watched it in Cody's apartment. However long ago that was.
Colt was like 12 or 13, and I remember him telling me about it, and then I remember being like, wow, I never want to see that.
You know, I guess that makes sense because I definitely don't have it on Letterboxd.
You forget, Tanner, I'm 16 years younger than you.
Yeah, I guess it's God.
You forget, Tanner.
How long ago did Cody live in the apartment? I guess it's probably close to 10 years ago.
It was like early 2010s.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I want to say it was 2013.
Yeah, that's shit. So I probably was in high school when I watched it. Oh, shit. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Get ready, Bells.
Please don't. No, that movie's not not allowed.
No, we're not watching this. I won't. If Colt ever tries to show it, I will kill him first.
Yeah, I got the 4K copy, so let's watch that.
Colt got the Criterion rip.
You know, it was so funny because it was like the other day I was looking at all these films that like got like, you know, Blu-ray finally got like Blu-ray copies or got put on disc finally or whatever. And like in the recommendations, one of them was fucking Serbian film. I was like, fuck no, fuck off.
Crazy.
Never.
But there are some freaks out there that want that. There's fucking weird.
Yeah.
What's your Wenzel?
Mine is Godland.
Godland. Why am I blanking?
Oh, why is it red? Hold on. That's weird.
Oh shit, Terminator's at Wenzel's house.
Sorry. No, it takes place in the 1800s, and it's about a Danish priest that travels through Iceland to build a church and photograph its people. And it's kind of like it's basically like everything is against him, not only the people but the land itself, and like he like it's really good. It's a very like really good like not snapshot, but like really good view or look at the Iceland and its landscape, but then also too of like what people the Icelandic people in the 1800s were like, and kind of in that historical sense. It's really good. This fucking dude trying to bring Christianity to this place, and how he just fucking is just, it's really funny. There's some really funny parts, like there's like one part where he's trying to take a photograph but he can't take it, and he immediately blames it on Satan.
Oh, hell yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, it's really good. It's so long though. It's 143 minutes.
Woo.
But it you don't really feel it. It's so good. Like seeing the landscape and the moments too. It's incredible. It flies by, really. It's again one of those films that it got an exclusive streaming premiere on Criterion. People have been talking about it. I saw the trailer for it and I was like, okay, I gotta watch it. And I watched it finally. and it's very good. I recommend it.
Hell yeah. I'll have to add. I haven't even heard of it, so I'll have to add that. All
Frick
right.
yeah.
My 14 is Susume.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I know.
little chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the chair anime movie where somebody also called My Life Reincarnated as a Chair. I something this movie still sticks with me. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, the premise on it, like on paper, is extremely silly, but just like watching the movie, the animation's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing it in theaters was excellent move. Yeah, I mean, it just fucking kind of rocked my socks off in a way I didn't expect it to. Like, it's really stuck with me like all year. I was like, man, that is like just a phenomenal movie. I think even people that don't like anime would enjoy it.
Oh yeah, that's what Your Name and Weathering with You, same
Yeah.
trilogy ish.
Yeah.
Because they're apparently in the same universe.
Yeah, they're all in the same universe. Yeah, I would put it on the. I mean, I like Your Name a little bit more, but that's also comparing. That's an unfair comparison because I hold Your Name in such high regard. But Susume, I think, and it's like not. It doesn't have like the anime tropes that would like confuse people. Be like, well, why the fuck did this happen? Like, it's a very straightforward movie, but it's just done with excellent execution. So yeah, I highly recommend going and checking out Susume.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. You said it perfectly. That little cat. I love that little cat.
Oh yeah.
That cat
a great
became an
movie.
internet sensation. I'm just remembering it now. No, Suzume was in my top 10 for the longest time, but watched so many movies after that, it got bumped down.
Yeah, like we saw. I'm trying to think it was early in the year when we saw it, but it is stuck in my top 10 for a long ass time.
It was right before. It was in March. It was before I left to go to the Philippines.
Yeah. It stayed in my top 10 till probably like mid fall.
Yeah, it was in my top 10 until we went to Sidewalk.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. But great fucking movie. I'm just gonna assume it's on Crunchyroll, maybe.
I think so, because Crunchyroll's been adding a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And it seems like Your Name, Weathering with You, and that would be like essential.
Yeah.
I would agree. But yeah, go watch Susume. Even if you're not like an anime person, which I've known people that are not anime people that have recently gotten into anime movies and they really like them. This is another one, I think.
Which sounds like they were judging a whole genre off of.
No, it totally is. They were judging the genre based off of all the bad tropes and kind of a toxic fan base for certain shows.
I've only read about people like that. If I ever meet anybody in real life like that who does that, I will make sure to have tomatoes and I will throw a tomato at them.
Yeah, but I'm
going to go ahead and say people that think like that, they're racist.
I'm preaching the good word. So let's hope more people watch movies like that. But yeah, Susume rocks. Go watch it.
You might have a little tear, and a little chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time. Y'all ready for the next one?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
My next one is a movie. It's an animated film that was a whole lot of fun, and it's got me craving. Where's the rest? Where's some more? Feed me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Table it.
Absolutely.
Table it.
Gonna talk about it later.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
All right, Wenzel,
right.
what's yours?
Mine is it's the Iron Claw.
Table it
Still. Okay.
Wow. All right. Are y'all ready for my 13?
Yay.
My 13 is a movie that just has me going. I want to see more. Where's the rest of it? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Colt and I weirdly had this movie ranked the same. God damn, though, this movie fucking rocks.
Yeah, it did. It's so fucking good. Those kids. My favorite moment is don't forget the Bev.
The Bev. Hey, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese Akiway. So good.
I
And, like,
love I love when Donatello is getting beaten with his own stick, and he's like, now he's mollywopping me.
Also love that there's a Gojo sticker.
yeah.
Yeah, I love everything about Donatello.
What's his name? Ant-Man. What's Ant-Man's name?
Oh, wait, are you talking about?
The guy that plays the lizard.
Oh,
Paul Rudd.
Paul
Paul
Rudd?
Rudd. Yes, I love the lizard played by Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is he's so good at playing a fucking surfer bro-ish, skate bro lizard.
Oh my god. Yes. I just got a brain blast of another when fucking they bring in all the cutouts of the different Hollywood Chris's, and they're like, "Is this what you want from Earth from the above?" And it's like a real human cutout of like Chris Pine and Chris Pratt, and maybe Chris Hemsworth. It's like all the Hollywood Chris's.
Dude, I
God.
forgot about that.
God, it's such a good scene. God.
I really want to see what the Shredder is like, because this was so good that they're definitely going to make a sequel, and we're going to get the Shredder eventually. I want to see their Shredder.
Well, they tease it at the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but
Whoa.
we're talking about our favorite movies of the year, so I guess we should say there probably will be light spoilers for stuff.
Oh shit, we didn't say that. There's not really light spoilers.
We're not going to get too hardcore into it.
No, we're not. But should have mentioned that.
Yeah, but hell yeah. Yeah, this movie caught me off guard. Like, I was excited to see it, and we all saw it together. But I think we all came out of that movie being like, "Man, that fucking raw."
Yeah, it was just a pick me up, fun blast.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Hell yeah! All right, Colt, you're 12.
All right, number 12. I don't think anyone else has it higher, but Evil Dead Rise. This movie was fucking awesome. This is one of my favorite Evil Dead films. Evil Dead 3 is still my favorite, but Evil Dead Rise is so damn good. It has me craving even more Evil Dead films created by this same director, because holy shit, they did fantastic. And the main woman in this movie was so damn good. I hope she becomes the modern Evil Dead Ash, because she's just that good. But damn, Evil Dead Rise, so fucking good. So cringy with the gore, and like, not like a bad way. It's like, that's grody, a glass going through the skin.
Okay, you say that, you gotta watch the Evil Dead remake. Fuck it, we're gonna watch that with Bailey and Bells.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
But fun. God, I'm telling you, the remake is my favorite. It is freaking good.
I'm just saying, for future reference, we need this lady to continue on for if we continue another Evil Dead movie.
Sure, but I just got to tell you, you need to watch the remake.
No, I don't think I will.
Well, I just said we are, so.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise, great movie. Watch it. You'll love it. If you like Evil Dead, I think you'll love it. If you like the new Evil Dead TV show, I think you'll love it. It's just fun.
It's very good. I really enjoyed it on my second watch.
Hell yeah. I think Riley and I were actually watching it at one point. I think our power went out. I think it was storming and our power went out, and we just never finished it. But I liked the first half hour or so.
Oh, hell yeah. It's good. It's good.
All right, Wenzel, 12.
Damn.
All right. Dream scenario?
Shove it.
Damn it.
Wow. God, the one movie I was literally sick at home this past Monday, and I was like, I'm about to watch Dream Scenario, and I watched Bleach instead.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was a good double feature day. Dream Scenario and Saltburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But what's yours, Tanter?
My number 12 may come as a surprise to some of y'all, but I'm going Barbie.
Shelve it.
Just kidding. I don't have it.
Wow. Okay.
Shelve it.
Okay. I'll shelve it. But yeah, my number 12 is Barbie.
Dick rad much? My last number 11 honorable mention is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Did you
Tom Cruise. What?
You accidentally mix your list up or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm gonna go with it's an evil movie because Tom Cruise is in it and he's a Scientologist. So it's an evil movie that's super good. It's so fucking awesome. The whole AI at the bottom of the scene stuff, bottom of the sea.
Whoa,
Ooh.
spoilers.
I need part 2. I don't know. I'm hoping they do a part 2, but apparently this movie bombed at the box office. So I don't know if we're gonna get a part 2.
No, I think they're just renaming it.
They're renaming it. That's
Yeah.
no. There's gonna be a part 2. They're just renaming it.
There better be because I
s-
want to see what happens.
I still got to see it. I love every Mission Impossible movie, and I just did not get the chance to see Dead Reckoning in theaters.
I saw Fallout before we went and watched it, and Fallout's great. It was my favorite Mission Impossible movie. Dead Reckoning is now my favorite Mission Impossible movie.
See, that gets me even more excited because Fallout is my favorite with like a bullet. So,
And I will say too, Dead Reckoning, horny.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they're all horny.
I love Vanessa Kirby. I think we've talked about it on an episode before, but Vanessa Kirby, I love you so much. You're so good.
I mean,
Alright.
like it was Vanessa Kirby, Haley Atwell, and Tom
Cruise.
Clementieff. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
You got to watch this movie, Tanner. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Okay, Tanner's married, so let's calm down.
Well, I mean, I'm going to watch it this year.
You got to watch it for Tom Cruise too, because Tom Cruise is still a great actor. As much as like people want to hate him, he's a very good actor. He's very good in action movies.
Absolutely. I mean, the dude is so fucking weird, but like, is an action star.
Yeah.
Like that's undeniable.
Literally, I could not imagine another profession besides Scientologist king. I don't remember.
I was gonna say like besides like being a Scientologist, like priest or king or something.
Whatever. He's a level 8 Scientologist. I don't remember the rules. But hell yeah.
Hell
Wenzel,
yeah.
What's your 11?
This might be shelved. So Guardians of the Galaxy.
Shelve it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Tanner, what's yours?
All right, my number 11 is a movie we actually saw at Sidewalk Film Festival. Parachute.
I don't know that.
Oh, nice.
It is. Let me, because I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's a way to watch this yet outside of the film festival circuit.
No, there's not. It has not gotten out of the circuit yet.
But I just to give you like the Letterboxd synopsis. Riley has recently been discharged from rehab after struggling with food and body image issues. She soon meets Ethan and finds herself navigating the line between unconditional love and a new addiction. It rules. Our Kid Cudi's in it. Batista's in it. Joe McHale's in it. And like our leads, Courtney Eaton and Thomas Mann. They're all fantastic. It really does it really shows also like huge trigger warning for this because there is a lot of like gross shit in this movie, especially with like body dysmorphia and eating disorders and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of times like I'm sitting by Wenzel and I'm like, I shield my eyes like it's gross. But it's really fucking good. I don't want to give too much away just because like I don't even think there's an illegal way to see this yet. But no, it rocks. Whenever it comes to, I have to imagine it probably comes to streaming at some point this year. Highly recommend it because it really just shows like this, not all relationships are good.
Yeah, like I always pair this with Past Lives just because Past Lives I think is a really like good and healthy way of like navigating relationships.
Yeah,
but like for that age, and then for this one is like for people younger navigating.
This is toxic college age Past Lives.
You kind of, yeah. And we just saw this on a whim too. We were just like, we can't see this other movie, so let's go watch Parachute. And
yeah. This was a complete act. This is just scheduling conflict is the reason we saw it. But yeah, it rocks.
Yeah, directed by same lady from Pitch Perfect. Brittany Snow.
The redheaded girl from Pitch Perfect directed this.
Yeah, very very good. It's actually on my list of like films I've rated 5 stars, it's like the 23rd. So it's like the last one rated 5 stars.
Yeah, it barely missed my top 10. I mean, this and my 10 could honestly switch spots and I would see no qualms with the list.
It was hard deciding my honorable mentions and my top 10. I was switching stuff around so much.
All right. Well, speaking of top 10, is it top 10 time?
Oh,
Top
yeah.
10, top 10 time.
Let's get to it.
Here we go.
My number 10 is a movie we can talk about now. It's a Dream Scenario.
Oh, wow. Finally, for fuck's sake.
Yup. Every movie from here on, it's 5, or Mission Impossible was 5, but everything else on the honorable mentions was 4.5. This movie is so good. Nicolas Cage plays a man that everybody just dreams about. And it's pretty fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
Because it starts off, I'm not going to go too spoilery, but it starts off with him just doing nothing in the dreams. Like something bad's happening to the person. Like, for example, a plane crashed and like luggage and random items are falling from the sky. And he's just sitting there raking some leaves, not saying anything. And it was his daughter's dream. And then other cases, it goes a little crazier. Without getting spoilery.
Yeah, not getting spoilery, but like it starts to like escalate pretty quickly.
Yeah, because it starts out with him just being there, not doing anything, not saying anything to the person dreaming.
And it's so funny because then the movie takes a turn where it's just like, whoa, what? Not like a crazy turn, but like it's just a really funny turn that's just like, hell yeah. So
fuck, I'm just remembering the fart scene.
The fart, okay,
that's not even the craziest thing that happens in the scene.
That's not the craziest thing, and that's not what I was referencing, but that scene is funny as hell. It's in the latter half of the movie where it's like it takes it's really interesting. It's very good. Nicolas Cage he just God knows how to play weird guys. Michael Cera's in it, which was really fun.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Tanner would love this. I think everyone, it's just a fun time. Everyone should watch this movie because it's so good.
Yeah, I wanted, after I saw the trailer, I was like, I have to see that, and I couldn't fit it in.
I would put this personally with like one of Nicolas Cage's best films.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, it's my 10.
Hell yeah.
All right, Wenzel.
My top 10 is Past Lives.
Table it.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, it just sounded so defeated. Like, oh fuck. Okay. My number 10 is Bottoms.
I haven't seen it.
Oh wow. Okay, I definitely thought it was going to be on Wenzel's list somewhere.
Okay, but I will say for you is so I had to rearrange my honorable mentions because Bottoms was literally number 11. But I wanted to talk about some other stuff, so I just moved it out, and I'm like, okay, but Bottoms, hell yeah.
Yeah, Bottoms. Again, we actually got to see this at Sidewalk, like opening weekend. Like it just so happened to be at the film festival, but it was like its actual movie premiere weekend. So we saw it in a packed theater. So I like the enjoyment everybody got was so good. Everybody in the movie kills it. Shout out fucking, oh my god, why am I blanking? Oh, son of a bitch.
The woman that was in that one Jewish movie I can't remember.
No.
Cheetah Baby.
No, I'm not even talking about her.
Are you talking about an actress?
No, I'm talking Marshawn Lynch. As the
Marshawn Lynch was so freaking funny.
No, I obviously like Rachel and AYCH were incredible in it, and it's a great movie. But Marshawn Lynch was like, damn, it's like
it's so funny,
so funny.
And the thing is, I need to rewatch it just because it got so loud in that theater from people laughing so hard.
Yeah, it did. Some of the stuff was like missed because people were laughing for very long and very hard. Also has one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in a movie.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna say maybe one of the best scenes ever to take place on a high school football field. And
Oh hell yeah!
but it fucking rocks. But yeah, Bottoms is mine.
Oh my god, I'm remembering one of the things that happens on that field. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, Bottoms number 10 for me.
Hell yeah, dude.
Number 9. I'm not sure if Tanner has it higher, but that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Table it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. My number 9, we can finally talk about it, is Barbie.
Okay.
A Barbie girl. All right, that's it. We don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's go.
I'm so glad that Ken is finally getting the stuff he's been needing and recognized for. My thing is, like, it got so many nominations. I'm not mad. Like, fact that Margot Robbie didn't get things. I'm mad that it got so many nominations. It felt like Barbie stole so many spots that could have been there for any other movie, especially in the song category. Barbie doesn't need to be there 3 times.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I have Barbie at number 9, and it's one of my favorite films. I enjoyed it a lot. But, like, there are, like, even in my honorable mentions, there are films that, like, I would say, like in different, like, aspects, steal that, like, Barbie just... Well, maybe not in my honorable mention. Oh, yeah. I think EO, the donkey.
What I'll say about Barbie, I really enjoyed it. It's a great movie. Do not get me wrong. Obviously, it's like one of my favorites of the year. Just talking about the Oscar stuff, I think it's weird that that's like the hang up from everybody. Like, I can't believe Margot Robbie didn't get a Best Actress nom. I'm like, first of all, Best Actress this year is fucking stacked. As compared to Best Actor, which I felt like was a much more wide open field. Second of all, at no point am I watching that movie where I'm like, man, this is like just an incredibly directed movie, and Margot Robbie has to win Best Actress for sure. Like, and to be fair, I didn't think that about Ryan Gosling. I didn't watch that movie and think, oh, he should definitely be nominated for Best Actor. But again, much more wide open field than Best Actress was this year, in my opinion. But I mean, it's a great movie. Like, I feel like just because so many people, I think it's like the most watched movie on Letterboxd ever now. So just, I mean, everybody and their fucking mother watched Barbie. So I just think with that, you're just going to get very loud people talking about it in one direction or the other. People are like, oh, it's not a good, no, it's a great movie. But people are like, this is the best movie. And now it's like my whole identity are also like equally weird.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's a fun time.
It's a super fun time. It's a great movie.
Like, even fucking Ryan Gosling was like, okay, thanks for the award.
It was so funny because that it's now a GIF where Ryan Gosling looks confused. So funny because somebody's been using it for like whenever like Ryan Gosling realized he has to actually perform now or something. I can't remember what it was, but it's so good because it's just like he's even surprised, like, what the hell? Like again, don't get me wrong. Like, I have it at number 9. It's really fun, especially the Ken, like that whole the dance number and everything. Like that, like I just had a fun time, so I put it at number 9. But like for it to like Tanner said, just like you have like both sides of the spectrum where you have people who just absolutely love it to the point where like that's their whole personality, and then you have people who absolutely hate it and that's their whole personality, and it's just like, fuck off. Like, let's just enjoy it and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. But I mean, again, it sounds like we're shitting on the movie, but 2 of us had it in our best movies of the year.
I gave it 4.5.
Yeah,
that's
went,
high.
Yeah, I also went 4.5 on it. I mean, it rocks. Just,
I obviously I went 5 because I really enjoyed it. Everything about the patriarchy. This is
Dude,
what the patriarchy is.
It's
The
all about
scene-
horses.
The scene in my head where Barbie goes to Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa house, and she's like, "Well, I'm just thinking that I'm with the patriarchy now." And Ken's like, "Let me go think about this." And Ryan Gosling goes around the corner and just goes, "Sublime!" Like
Yes.
that's so fucking good.
That I think about that scene every day.
Yeah, yeah, like it's so good.
It's just too funny.
The
It's so
screaming Sublime, like it's just God, it's so good. And also, not a secret that I'm a huge Greta Gerwig stan. I mean,
Yeah.
I've said on this podcast, I love Lady Bird. I love Frances Ha. Little Women kicks fucking ass. But maybe let's slow our roll on some of the stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Are
What's
y'all ready?
yours, Tanter?
My number 9
Yeah.
is a movie I am shocked made the list. Shin Kamen Rider.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely didn't make mine, but hell yeah.
I respectable.
I don't know. I am not familiar with the Kamen Rider universe at large. That would be a question for recently deceased Patrick.
Rest in peace.
That's a
in
bit.
peace.
That's a bit from the beginning of the show. So if you don't remember, but no. I really love this movie. I mean, it's just action, nonstop, like Toku action the whole time.
So good.
It fucking rocks. Some of the action scenes in it are really good. There's one image from the movie where it's like a first person shot with somebody with a gun pointing it at a Kamen Rider. that like still image just lives in my head as like POV. You just had an opinion online or whatever. It's really good. It's really funny. I will say this is probably a harder recommendation to make because it's pretty long. Shin Kamen Rider. It's
I didn't realize it was 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a longie.
it's a long movie. Yeah, it's like right over 2 hours. But
I had
it
a
rules.
blast, though.
Obviously, Ano is like a master of this shit in any form he chooses to pursue. But yeah, Shin Kamen Rider really knocked my socks off and still makes me want to watch like more Toku stuff and more Kamen Rider stuff. I know Patrick's going to listen to this part and be like, motherfucker, I'm typing the DM right now. But yeah, Shin Kamen Rider absolutely rocked. If you're into any sort of stuff like that and you haven't seen Shin Kamen Rider, you are making a huge mistake. Because even as somebody that's not a fan, not that I'm not a fan, just I haven't seen enough. Like, and I fucking loved it. Like, it makes me want to actively watch more.
I just want more violence because I love the violence. Like,
yeah,
that opening fight where he's just popping heads like melons is crazy.
Yeah, it's so good.
Love it.
And the was he a bat guy?
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah,
he was freaky as hell.
He was very freaky.
Yeah, it still has like the Toku cheese in it. That's really fun too. So
yeah, absolutely. We had 2 Shin movies come out last year: Shin Kamen Rider and Shin Ultraman, and they were both good. But I picked Kamen Rider over Ultraman.
Yeah, and I love Shin Ultraman, but yeah, Shin Kamen Rider
same.
I thought was better.
Ultraman was my favorite of those two.
Okay, well,
I just thought it was funny. Okay, he did a little spin, he did a little twirl at the end, and it was funny.
All right, Colt, what's your number 8?
Number 8, I'm not sure if it'll be shelved. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Table it.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, I would shelve that.
Chill with that.
No, shelve it.
Oh, I thought you said chill with that. Like
that makes it kind of funny. So I'll say it was chill. I'll say it's chill.
But yeah, table that for now.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if this is gonna be tabled, but my number 8 is Poor Things.
Table it.
Fuck me. Okay.
All right. I don't know if this is going to be tabled. It's very possible. My number 8 is Asteroid City.
Yeah. Table it.
So I guess
You're number 7, Colt.
number 7. That is the Iron Claw. We can actually talk about this now.
Oh,
Okay.
This movie, I knew going into it that it would be sad. I knew that it would be nothing but tragedy. good God, man, this family is cursed and it's absolutely fucked. Like, I won't be surprised if I can't remember the guy's name, the one that's still alive. I won't be surprised if he explodes randomly. Because
Jesus Christ.
Good
he
Lord.
just has so many bad things happen to him constantly.
It's so sad. And then Tanner afterwards told us that there was actually more brothers. There was actually 6.
That was me, actually.
Tanner told us there were 6 brothers
Oh
and
my
not
God.
4 like in the film, which is insane because it still ends up being only 1 brother left. And I recently just found out that the director didn't put the other brother because there is the 5th brother. He's mentioned in the film, but he didn't put the other brother in because he thought that it was so much tragedy that people might not believe it.
To be
Yeah.
fair, it was another suicide by gun, so it would have been
Yeah.
redundant.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, but I mean, I do see that from a director perspective is like, well, you can't have 2 characters kill themselves with a gun in the movie. But like, I will also say though, with the Iron Claw, it is a, for lack of a better term, Hollywood version of the tragedy that is the Von Erich family, because it's so much worse than what the movie really portrays. Like,
It doesn't put anyone in like the dad. I know you said he's worse, but he's not exactly painted in a good light. I hate that man.
No, Fritz Von Erich in the movie is not painted in a good light, but he was like a much worse person in real life than he's in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
So the Von Erich brother is still alive as Kevin Von Erich, who's Zac Efron's character in the movie. And he, from what I understand, he had some say in the movie, but not a ton. But from what has been kind of beaten around the bush is that Kevin didn't want Fritz to be painted in that. Like, he still has that love for his father, right? That
Yeah.
even though objectively a terrible human being, that, you know, with his like never give up attitude, like pretty much caused the deaths of multiple of his sons.
Oh yeah.
And it's not, you can't really get into spoilers with this because it's based on a true story, but highly recommend it. Great performances. Zac Efron, I mean, he's like the star here. He's in the movie the whole time.
Yeah. But Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, I think
Ooh.
I think all the brothers did great.
All the brothers did great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but laugh every time they're in their whitey tighties.
Yeah. hey, that's just being from Texas, brother. But yeah, Iron Claw was they did the story good, as in like, wow, you actually did portray that this thing that happened. The thing that I keep finding crazy that people are talking about is how they're like non-wrestling fans, obviously. They're like, oh, this is real. And it's like, yeah, not only is it real, it was so much worse.
Yeah. That's what I seeing now other people review Iron Claw, talk about like how like we even made that guess of that Kevin, the real life Kevin, might have had couldn't really like kind of like held back on having them portray the father being as bad as he was, which is like really sad, but like also feels like so like, well, like he's actively like part of this like process of making this film too. Yeah, you know, it's just incredible and just incredibly sad. I mean, Jesus Christ, that ending makes me cry.
Yeah, the
Just
ending is like just the final scene.
I used to be a brother just like you.
Yeah, of Kevin talking to his sons and like watching his sons play and just crying. It's like, man, that's fucked up.
No, as soon as the shot comes into him just lying in the grass watching his sons play, I just started crying because I'm like, I know exactly what this is doing. It's literally him remembering how they would play football with. Oh my God, don't do this to me.
And there's even a scene towards the beginning of the movie when Carrie gets back, because Carrie was going to be in the Olympics, and the U.S. called out of the Olympics the year he was going to be in the Olympics. Comes back and they all play football together. And it's like really fucking sad.
It's so sad.
Like, yeah. And like just the fact that one person, Kevin Von Erich in this case, went through so much tragedy in his life and like is still alive, and I couldn't do it. Like, and honestly, just like not want to kill yourself. I can't imagine like the amount of I'm not a strong enough person to be able to do that. So like fucking kudos. But good lord, it is a devastating movie.
Jesus. Yeah, man. Especially that river scene. The river scene. Oof.
Oh yeah, River. Yeah, I mean the movie is great. The movie is great. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah. God. Okay. We're ready for mine.
Number 9.
You're number 7.
Oh fuck.
Number 7. My number 7 is Beau is Afraid.
Shelve it.
Fuck.
Wow. I feel like we're gonna have to shelf this next one. Are y'all ready for my number 7?
Yeah.
My number 7 is Saltburn.
Shelve it.
Shelve it.
All right. Now we can talk about this one. My number 6 is Poor Things.
Yay.
Can't talk about it much because Tanner hasn't seen it. And boy, it's a fucking doozy of a movie. But holy shit, this movie is so good. Oh my goodness. Willem Dafoe farts from his mouth. And he puts a dog's head on a duck and a duck's head on a dog. Whoa, 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 whoa. And they say the R word in like the first 20 minutes. It's crazy.
That was insane.
Jesus.
She's a pretty R word, is what he says.
That's exactly what he says.
It's crazy.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to say a sentence that we probably never said before right now. Oh my God. Can I say this? It's what the movie is.
I don't know.
We don't know what you're going to say.
I'm going to say it's basically a baby having sex.
Why would you say that?
It's what it is.
No.
I don't think I know what this movie's about. I thought I knew.
Jesus Christ.
It's a grown woman with the mind of a baby having sex.
Okay. Okay. Now you're okay.
I'm making sense.
It's a Frankenstein movie. We'll say that. It is. Jesus Christ! Why would you start off like that?
Man,
that's what it's about.
I knew that. I guess. Okay, Colt.
Okay, you know what? I'll just read off what it says on Letterboxd. Brought back to life by an unorthodox scientist, a young woman runs off with a lawyer on a whirlwind adventure across the continents. Free from the prejudices of her time, she grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. This is also directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. Directed The Lobster, The Favorite, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, Dogtooth. This is actually the first movie I've seen by him, and I need to see more because
it's a fun style. He has a fun style. It reminds me of Wes.
Yeah, visually, I don't know if the other films are like this, but visually, this movie went off the like charts. It was really cool. And really crazy premise. Not what Colt said.
I mean, are you denying what I said is true?
It's just not accurate.
She does learn, and she becomes, let's say, a 14-year-old by the end.
Oh my God, you're still just completely just no.
Good Lord.
Jesus Christ. Mark Ruffalo
is a freak that needs to be arrested. He went into this woman with the mind of a child's room, and oh my God, at the dinner table the next day, she's trying to grab my minge.
Wow, Colt's saying a lot about this movie.
Okay, I can't say too much more. It's a great movie though.
It is great. It is it is a ride. I'll say that. It's so funny and so crazy. God, it's very good. I really recommend it. I really want to read the book because it's based off a book. I really want to read it, just see like how close they are to each other, just because it's so wild and like its imagery, but also too like in its themes. Like it's I I don't think I've not gotten tired of the Frankenstein story basically redone, because another movie I watched this year, Birth Rebirth, which watch it Sidewalk, is another Frankenstein movie, and this is a Frankenstein movie, and I love it. Very good.
I also, like my Letterboxd review says, every single man in this movie should be arrested. Every single one of them.
Wow.
All right, thank you, Colt.
What? I'm just saying what the movie has.
All right, Wenzel, what's your number 6?
We can finally talk about this one. It's Asteroid City.
Not on your list, Colt? Really?
No. I gave it 4 stars. It's dog shit, basically.
Yeah, Asteroid City, just it's so fun.
It's my favorite Wes Anderson.
I wouldn't say that. Fantastic Mr. Fox is still.
I like it more than Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I would say man, it's so close, because I would say I would I would put this number 1, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Number 2, Grand Budapest Hotel. Number 3 is Asteroid City. This
and Grand Budapest are 1 and 2. They could switch at any time, but I've thought about Asteroid City more than I've ever thought about Grand Budapest Hotel.
I think about all 3 of those pretty constantly. But Asteroid City definitely recently, because it's so good. Like the imagery, and then like, again, obviously Wes Anderson style, but like also to being like that desert imagery out there, like how they do it for that time. It's just so it kind of brings me back to like a little bit of like New Vegas kind of, and that little like atomic / like 50s era, 50s 60s era right there in the desert. I really enjoyed that. The music choice also really good.
Yeah, God, it's so good. The little freak alien.
Yeah.
God, it's so, everybody in the movie fucking rocks. I mean, it is a Wes Anderson ass movie. So, you know,
I wonder why.
If you don't enjoy, but I'm just saying, if you don't enjoy Wes Anderson movies, I don't think this is going to be the movie that changes your mind.
Oh, yeah.
But if you are a Wes Anderson head, like, I can't imagine you not liking this. I love it. Even Riley had only seen, I think, 1 Wes Anderson movie ever prior to this, and she's like, I want to watch like all this guy's films now.
Watch I Love Dogs, because I love dogs.
I still haven't seen Isle of Dogs.
Oh my gosh, I forget about Isle of Dogs, and we watched that. It was so good. I'd probably put that as my number 4.
That's my second.
It's so freaking good.
But man, Asteroid City is phenomenal. It definitely feels like the all-star game of Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah,
like like everybody that's ever been in even one of his movies makes an appearance at some point.
And like it's so it's the way it's framed too is like so. It's so fascinating. Like a story within a story. Like it's so good. It gets so weird towards like the later half of it that I just love it so much. I can't help but love it.
Yeah. Margot Robbie's best role of the year.
Jesus.
What else was she in? I know she was in Barbie. Was she in anything else other than that in this?
Maybe just Barbie and in this.
Okay. Great actress.
Oh yeah, I say that jokingly. But
I was thinking of Babylon. That was last year.
Yeah. Babylon was December last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Asteroid City fucking rocks. All right, y'all ready for my number 6?
Yeah.
Guess what? John Wick 4.
Ooh.
Oh, no spoilers, please. Because
I'm not giving spoilers. I will say this is an epic. It's like 2.5. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. It is super long. One of the greatest bits of physical comedy I've ever seen in a movie takes place in this movie. And Wenzel, I know you know the scene I'm talking about.
I think I do.
Takes place in this movie, and it is so fucking funny. I was in a packed theater opening weekend for John Wick 4, and people were guffawing. It is so good. But yeah, I mean, this is just this is the best John Wick movie. Not going to hear anything against it. 4 is the masterpiece. Fuck, it's so good. I like all your favorite fight scenes from the first 3, like essentially get remixes in this one. It fucking mwah, kiss.
Wow, I am literally remembering that one fight action sequence where it goes from a top point of view. Let's just say Hotline Miami. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So freaking good.
So fucking cool. This movie wins Cool Movie of the Year award.
Hell yeah.
I agree. Oh man, so good.
Yeah, John Wick 4 absolutely fucking rocks. Here's what I would suggest. One weekend, you need to sit down, even if you've seen all of them but haven't seen the 4th one, mainline 1 through 4, sit down, watch all 4 of them in a row, and you will come back and you will have to go to the doctor because you have had an erection lasting longer than 4 hours.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is, man.
It's just too fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. But again, the physical comedy bit in the movie is so it's so fucking ridiculous.
Does it have to do with the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, that was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
I think I watched this also in the Philippines. Everybody in my theater was laughing.
Yeah.
Like it was so good.
It's so good.
I think Keanu Reeves is a good actor. I'll say it.
All right. Well, now it's top 5 time.
Yup. My top 5 is I think we can talk about it now. Maybe. I can't remember. Maybe. I don't know. It's Saltburn.
No.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah. Table that bitch.
All right.
Okay.
What's your number 5, Wenzel?
My number 5 might be tabled. The Creator.
Table.
Yeah.
My number 5, maybe Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Table it.
Okay.
Alright,
So 4.
Your number 4, Colt.
The Boy and the Heron.
Table it.
Fuck.
All right, Wenzel, your number 4.
No, number 4 is Spider-Man.
Oh, hey.
Yay. That all right.
All right, that's
Yeah,
it.
sorry, I'm typing it.
More like you're copying it. I saw you highlight that.
No, that was me.
Oh, fuck.
Because I just put in Spider-Verse in my spot.
There we
Oh,
go.
I like the way Wenzel's a type more, so I'm gonna.
All right, what can we say about this movie? Spider-Man doing Spider-Man stuff.
Blows my mind.
It's better than the first one. That's for sure, in my opinion. The characters are fucking fantastic. Every Spider person rules. I love the new Indian Spider-Man. Or I don't know if he's new. Is he created just for this movie?
No, he existed before.
He's awesome. I love him. Goodness gracious. The Spot's a silly Billy.
hey, there's one thing I can say for sure. Yeah, the Spot's a silly Billy for sure.
Yeah, wanting to go back and do some bad stuff. Silly.
I think people in hindsight have went down on this movie. I don't know why. It just feels like after the initial release, people were like, "Y'all, Spider-Verse wasn't that good." No, Across the Spider-Verse fucking rules.
Yeah, I mean, it still held strong in my top 10. It was actually at number 1 at one point, but then watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse at one point was my number 1 working movie of the year.
Same.
For probably a couple of months. But yeah, it fucking rocks. It's everything you like about the first one, but better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first one is I would say a classic.
Yeah.
But like this one just takes everything from the first one and everything they learned in the years in between making of the first one and the making of this one and turn it up to 1,000.
It just makes me really, we've talked about this countless times at this point. I want Marvel to like stop worrying about just making live action things and like actually put some money into the animation so we can get not just Spider-Man, but any other characters that they have, like Thor.
I mean, Thor, Immortal Hulk. Like, I mean, imagine if they did a freaking horror animated Immortal Hulk, or hell, did like a stop motion horror Immortal Hulk. Like that'd be insane. Like, I don't know, just like you said, like they need to invest money, but they're so concerned with the MCU now and connecting universes and stuff that they possibly can't. Like
they can't stop making mid. They love making mid
because they're doing the what if, right? But then also too, the what if has to be connected to the MCU.
Yeah,
it has to be. And it's just like, you don't have to just like put in the money to do these experimental, weird, creative, like animated projects for these stories instead of having to just do fucking live action. I don't understand it. And Across the Spider-Verse is such a good example because it opened up, well, the first film opened up a whole thing for animation, and then this film, like Across the Spider-Verse, again, just it's insane. It's so good.
It's already inspired, or the first movie inspired fucking TMNT Mutant Mayhem. We got the Puss in Boots.
Yeah, like so much.
A couple others that I'm blanking on, but it's beautiful. Beautiful
like,
animation.
And it doesn't. And the thing is too is TMNT and Puss in Boots, they're not like direct copies or anything.
No.
They are like so like they are different. Where like you can recognize their own styles, and that's the thing. Is like it doesn't have to be exactly like Spider-Verse. It can be its own. Just go weird with it. Do something like.
Not a Pixar,
not a Disney.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I love too about The Boy and the Heron and Spider-Verse is that neither of them are Pixar or Disney, and they are like kicking ass for awards.
Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Yep. Yeah, I love Miguel.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2099 is so good,
especially Lila.
It's a shame that we don't have the other 2099 suit yet, but maybe in the future. I don't know if that's too much of an ask.
I'll say it, Lila Batty.
Yeah, why is Tanner muted?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe something's happening.
Okay. Feeling the dead air.
Sorry, I had to mute for the dog.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
she was going crazy. But to just echo what everybody said about Spider-Verse, we're talking about like the Marvel loves making mid. This proves that you can do multiverse interesting. Like do interesting stuff with the multiverse.
And still, and like even then too, like sure, if you want to have it connected, you can, but like it doesn't have to be. Like
no.
Like they're so focused on it, and now Sony is too, just because of how well the MCU has done.
Yeah,
but they're doing it in a bad, like even worse way, where it's funny and it's fun.
Yeah, but we're all excited for Madam Web though.
Kinda, because I think it's going to be so bad it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody got a boner from Dakota Johnson doing that one ad.
Come, you have to come.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's when she did a joy. She counted down from 10 and said, "Come, you have to come." And I bought 3 tickets.
Do you not know that bit?
Well, I feel like Colt just told me.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
No, she doesn't do the count. She just says,
she doesn't.
You have to come.
No, she doesn't do. So there was an ad for, I can't remember where, but there was an ad of Dakota Johnson talking about like people like, you need to come watch this movie, and immediately it turned in like it was just very like. I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna watch it, Dakota. Chill.
I'm gonna watch it, Dakota. Damn. No need to get like. It was very erotic. I'll say that.
Interesting. I'll need to track this down.
Got to do some research.
For research, yeah. Y'all ready for my number 4?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
I know we were
talking
just
about?
talking about Marvel loves making mid, but
Okay.
This is the best Marvel movie, period.
this is the pinnacle of the MCU. Like I have this above Endgame. I have this above Infinity War. I have this above Civil War. Anything Marvel has made, I have this above.
This was in my top 10 for the longest time. It got bumped down, but holy shit. Yeah.
It's such
Yeah,
a
buddy.
fucking good ending to my favorite MCU movie line.
Yeah.
For James Gunn, I'm going to miss you, but I also think you're going to do something great over at the DC shit.
Mhm.
I'm glad you went there because DC needs all the help they can get.
Yeah.
But damn, you did a great job here with the storylines.
It's so good, and it really like you go into the movie thinking you know what's going to happen, but you don't.
Yeah.
We all saw it. Slight spoiler for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Rocket doesn't die.
Yeah, I was sure Rocket was dead.
I was for sure they were killing that little raccoon. But just the scene of him like baby Rocket.
I
know it's a fucking CG raccoon, but god damn, brother.
The scene, oh my god. I don't want to say it all just because
we already did an episode spoiling it when Tara and I watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you listen to that for super in depth, but god damn.
I will say the scene where he's
I forgot we did a spoiler cast.
The scene where he's in the afterlife, quote unquote. Man, I was bawling. Like
I'm always bawling. To be fair, I love basketball.
It made me. I cried so hard, like especially at that because it was just like, oh my god, when he. Okay.
Yep, and let's just say wham bam shangalang.
Wham. Yeah, it's so good. Also, it's
volume 2.
Funny as hell, and it's not the typical MCU. He's right behind me. Shit, they didn't have that in. James Gunn is actually funny. He knows when to throw in a good fuck. The fuck that was used in this movie was pretty damn good.
The only one in all of MCU, and honestly, it was perfect.
Also, Hatsune Miku is in this. Oh, it's a great movie. Hatsune Miku's in it. That's all you gotta hear.
Definitely. Like, I honestly, just with the way the MCU is going, I don't see there being another movie that touches this for a long ass time.
I mean, yeah, just because Guardians is something that's been building up across that's been building up for 3 movies, and like if you include that special, so like their only way is if they would have to start another thing and then build it up.
Yeah, and actually let people get invested in it. And I totally agree. But Guardians holds a special place in my heart. I'll also. The first 2 also rock. I know the second one gets panned a lot, which I think is fucking insane.
It was my favorite before this one.
I think the second one is one of the best Marvel movies, you know. Anyways, and the first one is also really fucking good. But this one just like talk about the perfect like period at the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
Yondu
is still dead.
Yeah, Yondu is still dead. Confirmed.
Yondu is still dead. Yeah. Also, song choice, the best in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's 90s this time, right?
90s and 2000s.
It's fucking playing goddamn
Radiohead, The Flaming Lips. Gosh, who else? It's very good. Like 90s, 2000s, very good.
Yep. Yeah, it rocks.
Thank you, James Gunn.
Thank you.
All right, top 3 time.
Number 3 for me is something we can talk about, and that is the big cock, the big balls. Beau is Afraid.
Oh, okay.
Directed by Ari Aster. technically not horror, but goodness, there's some.
It
It's something.
is very much horror.
This is the funniest movie on my top 10 list, if I had to say. This is the movie that had me laughing the most, just out of pure anger and just hilarity. It makes you laugh at it makes you laugh at a guy with PTSD.
PTSD and like heavy anxiety, and it's so funny because it's like what I don't know.
I'm talking like military PTSD, because that military guy with the PTSD, I know you're not supposed to laugh at it, but good fucking God. I mean, Ari Aster directed it to where it would be funny. That shit had me so fucked up. Just the pure violence and just crazy shit that happens in this movie. And
the absurdity.
There's a moment where the daughter calls Joaquin Phoenix the F word because he won't smoke weed. It's so fucking crazy.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of whenever she calls him that because he won't eat paint.
Yes, that also, yeah, that's when it happens. But she does call him a name when he won't smoke weed too. She said that I'll say you raped me. Yeah, okay.
Wow. Okay. Saying
it's
a lot.
A great movie. I'm not saying enough, actually, because I'm just not talking about the crazier shit.
It's hard because like there's so much crazy shit in this movie, and I mean it's a dark comedy, but it is also very much horror. Like there's a lot that you can take away with this, and there's a lot you don't have to. Like it's just a weird movie. If I were to rank Ari Aster's films, I would put still Hereditary at number 1.
Doo-doo.
No.
Kill You, Tanner. And I would put honestly, Midsummer and Beau is Afraid are like neck and neck for number 2. I can't decide on that, actually. Never mind.
For me, like Hereditary and Beau is Afraid, they're neck and neck, and Midsummer is clearly the least favorite of the 3.
That's crazy. I cannot imagine liking Hereditary more than Midsummer.
I can. It's because the movie's better.
Oh, that's nuts, but okay. I do want to see Beau is Afraid. My sister actually watched it and was like, "You need to watch this movie." I was like, "Well, I didn't like Hereditary, and I thought Midsummer was good."
You'll like it because it's not a horror.
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, "Oh, well, I fucking hated Hereditary, and I also didn't like Midsummer, but I like Beau is Afraid." I was like, "Okay."
I think you might like Beau is Afraid. Holy shit, it's raining so hard.
I don't hear shit.
That's weird. It is not raining here yet.
It is. I can hear it. Wow.
Then that means we should start going on. Keep going.
Yeah. No.
All right, Wenzel, number 3.
Number 3. Let's see. Do we still have to shelve this? Probably. Saltburn.
I'm ready whenever.
Is it? Yeah, Colt's already said it, and I've already said it. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Saltburn. Yeah, Saltburn's my number 3.
Yeah, let's get the coming.
Yeah, there's murder on the dance floor, and you better not kill the mood.
All right, I just want to get this out of the way before we delve too deep into this. The cum scene is easily the least wacky of the wacky scenes, like the period blood eating and the what was the other one? The grave fucking. Those are, in my opinion, the worst of the 2.
No,
I would put grave fucking number 1, number 2 cum licking, and then number 3 period blood.
Yeah. No,
I don't think cum is as gross as blood.
No, that's not the gross part. The gross part is he's slurping it from a bathtub drain.
Yeah, mixed in with like grime and dirt
and all this other shit. That's the gross
I think
part.
This is a straight guy thing going on right
and
here.
then also but then also too like the period blood isn't like it's just it's just a bunch of
I would say the period blood in the scene in the movie is more creepy because he says Barry
I'm a
Keoghan says something
vampire.
I'm a vampire. Like
I'm
that.
a
Okay,
vampire.
that's a little fucking much, buddy.
And then whenever he goes into the bathtub, and like the shot of like half underwater and half of him, and you see like the red blood around his lips. Like
Yeah.
I thought that's very tasteful.
Oh, now it's
I don't know
raining
if I
hard
call
as
it
shit.
tasteful. But no,
But
can
no,
we
you
all
can hear
agree that the grave fucker scene is by far like the most unhinged of the movie?
And the thing is, I just read like a week ago.
He improvised it.
He improvised it.
And that was the bit.
He wasn't supposed to get naked.
He was not supposed to do that, and nobody stopped him.
People were joking about that scene, saying like, "What if Barry Keoghan just like did that?"
Yeah, and he did. he just they let him fuck the ground.
And you know what? That was tasteful.
It was so good, man. Like Wenzel and I have been doing Barry Keoghan voices just because he's easy to do, and he talks weird. Like tell us about you that like I slurped his cum out of the toilet tub.
I'm trying to because we haven't done it in like a week or so I'm trying to think of how to do it. It's like I ate his cum.
I ate his cum.
I slurped it right
very
up.
Good.
Slurped right up. I ate it.
I'm a vampire. I'll
I'm a
eat your
vampire?
period blood. I'll eat your pussy till it's bleeding.
Jesus Christ. Y'all just doing Irish accents.
Yes, that's him.
I know, but it's not like, oh, Barry Keoghan's voice is so easy. No, y'all just can do Irish accents.
I'll kill you with a hammer, and I'll suck your brains for the sockets.
I'll kill you dead. I want to live in that fucking castle.
I threw a rock in the river, and then I retrieved it, and then I'm naked now.
Come on, Felix. Come on, let me suck you off, Felix. Come on.
Felix, you're blowing her back out when you should be blowing mine out. This movie's called Saltburn. It should be called I'm gonna suck you off by the end of this movie.
Okay, but really though, the fucking animation scene that they do with the Saltburn title sequence is really
Ooh,
so good.
That
So
felt
good.
like I mean it felt like a 60s animation.
Well, I mean, it's very clearly like Monty. I want to say Monty Python kind of is.
Yeah.
Like very, very cool.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of gay sex in this movie.
And I definitely get the people that don't like this movie. Like
I don't.
I
think they're homophobic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because it is a little silly. It's a silly little movie at its core, but yeah, it rocks.
Especially with that ending too. Like I will say I hate though how because of that ending there has been a trend. You guys probably seen this on TikTok where a bunch of rich people will start going around their mansion or whatever.
Yeah, they totally missed the point of the movie. Yeah,
like totally missed the point. It's just like what the fuck, like fuck off. Like
a lot of people have compared the ending to this movie to the ending of Emerald's last movie, which was Promising Young Woman, which I did not like.
I would not compare it to.
I would not compare that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, first of all, no.
We're gonna spoil Promising Young Woman right now. That movie's ending is dog shit.
Yeah, it's not a good movie, but the ending is like so bad it actively left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, oh, this shit sucks for real.
I will literally think about it and then I will make a face because of how much I don't like it. Like
it's so bad.
She fucking gets revenge for the raping of her friend. She tries to, and then she gets choked to death.
And then the cops are able to figure it all out and piece it all together at the very end, and they finally get the guy. Like, what? Sorry.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just like, oh, so you sacrificed yourself to get revenge? It was like, I don't know. I thought the movie was in pretty poor taste. Saltburn, I think, is objectively a sillier movie.
Saltburn, in my opinion, is such a huge step up, and I think it hits its mark exactly.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And the thing is too is like Saltburn was so interesting because when I first heard about it, there was so much talk about how hype about it, and then there was people who had seen it and they were like, "Oh, this movie's too weird. It's mid. And then I was like, "Okay, but I still want to see it because the hype initially about it, people were talking about how it's Emerald's best, even though she's only had 2 movies."
Yeah.
I was like, I have to see it. And then after seeing it, there's more hype about it, and I'm like, hell yes. So
Yeah.
freaking good.
I mean, now I would say, because the only thing I knew about this movie going in was Cum Tub. Like,
Same.
that got spoiled for me.
That's the only thing I learned, and the only reason I wanted to see it, because I had to see, how does this work? I thought they would be in the tub and one of them jerked off and came on the tub and the other licked it.
I also thought this movie was going to be I thought this movie was going to be about like Jacob Elordi and Barry Keoghan's characters like being together. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Like they were like dating. Not the case. But also I think the movie was marketed like that too.
Yeah, it was.
It was definitely marketed like that. So when I heard Cum Tub, I'm like, man, that's crazy. I have no idea how Gravefucker did not top Cum Tub as like the thing people spoiled about this movie. Is like, yeah, actually he's responsible for the death of Jacob Elordi's character, and he ends up getting naked in the rain and fucking his freshly dug grave with him in it. Like, how does that not trump Cum Tub?
I think it's because either people, because I see most people like won't even talk about Cum Tub. Everybody talks about the vampire scene. I'm like,
I haven't seen anyone talk about the vampire.
I've seen it, and I'm just like, how are people more disgusted by that than by all the other stuff? Because, like, again, it's just period blood. Like, it's
just cum.
Yeah, I think it's creepier because he says I'm a vampire, baby. I think that's weird.
Well,
but the act itself isn't, I guess.
It's not. And also too, Colt, again, the cum is mixed in with stuff. The period blood is literally just what? Eggs and just a little bit of
it's not weird because he's drinking cum. It's weird because he's slurping it from the bathtub drain. Let's get that out of the way.
I just think a lot of people wouldn't have reacted as badly as they have if it was just bathwater and there's semen involved. I think there's a weird homophobic thing. I'm not saying you guys are. I'm saying that there is a group of people that think that scene is way more disgusting because he's slurping up another man's semen.
No,
I don't see it from my side. I mean,
I don't see it from my side either.
People take
straight side.
I think people just think it's creepy because it's gross. Like I
was gonna say it's just gross, but still love the hell out of the movie.
Yeah,
so.
The movie fucking rocks. I mean,
like that's what I'm saying. There's like people will say it's gross, but they're like the movie's still great, and this scene is great too. It's just it's gross, and it's supposed to be gross. Yeah. And if he was just slurping bathwater, it would still be fucking gross.
Yeah, it would still be gross if it was bathwater. I do think also there's like a consistency issue to me that is gross. It's like drinking thick water.
I can make you some thick water,
which is icky. All right, well, is that Saltburn?
I guess.
All right. Well, my number 3, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Wow, you like shit, don't you?
What?
You're good.
I gave it 4.5 stars, Tanner.
Oh, because wow. Yeah, this movie fucking rocks. Lily Gladstone needs to win every award for Best Actress. She's absolutely phenomenal in it. I mean, God, I mean, what? I mean, it's Scorsese telling kind of a different story, kind of another like new age sort of tale, I guess. It's so weird. I want to compare this to Wolf of Wall Street because it feels so different than like Scorsese that people know.
Yeah, he's all mafia, mobs and shit.
I was gonna say Scorsese always adapts like fairly historical stuff, and this is the same thing. It's historical.
It's definitely historical. It just is like another side of the coin. Like I don't feel like we.
Yeah, it's out. It's not at the time. It was the country. It was out in the country. It's not a city. and it deals with native people. I don't think he's done anything with natives before.
No.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I was enthralled the whole 3 hours. And like this immediately skyrocketed. This is like the last movie in this top batch that I watched, and it just skyrocketed immediately over so much stuff. Leo is great. Jesse Plemons is great. I think the final scene of the movie, which is also sort of like introspective with like Martin Scorsese's career and life, of him just looking at the camera was like, are we the ones that deserve to tell this story? And it's just it's crazy, and the fact that it's, I mean, obviously all real and horrific, and the fact that the Pioneer Woman's family owns all this land now is crazy. But goddamn, what a movie!
And the fun thing about the ending, that was the first time I've heard his voice.
You don't watch his daughter's
What?
TikToks?
I don't watch his daughter's TikTok. I just know that like she's on there. But I didn't realize he sounded like a nerd.
Yeah, it was so.
Dude's been making movies for 60 years. Yeah, he's a nerd.
Yeah, I was very surprised when Colt said that. I was like, wow. Yeah. Like, I've heard his voice.
But yeah,
Dude's a nerd.
God, it's such a good fucking movie.
It is really good.
Very fun use of
Robert De Niro, phenomenal.
Yeah,
I didn't think he's. I'll be honest. I didn't think Robert De Niro still had a performance that strong still in him.
I still think he's got at least another one.
And that's right. It's going to be Sonic 3. He's going to play Shadow.
Oh, okay. God, him and Idris Elba going at it. Fuck yeah.
Fuck. What is that? The Irishman is going to be the Irishman 2. I don't know any mob stuff that happened recently. You guys up with the mob info?
No.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I can tell you all about Shadow.
Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog will be the main character in Irishman 2.
We're rebooting The Sopranos.
We're going to call it The Irishman 2 Shadow.
No, I do find it funny,
Don't
though.
say no to me. It's going to have Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, I was knowing myself to make a new thought. I do find it funny that Scorsese's like last movie, that being The Irishman, is like, oh, it's the end of an era. All these great actors. Martin Scorsese going out there and really just knocking it out of the park one more time. And then fucking Apple's like, you want $250 million to make another
Jesus movie?
And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And he also brings back like most of the people from The Irishman. I think that fucking rocks. I do think the discourse around the movie being a box office bomb is fucking stupid. I think people that even remotely say shit like that should not be able to have opinions. But yeah, this movie fucking rocks.
Also, I don't like care about that stuff.
No, I don't either. It's just people not understanding how numbers work.
Yeah, like they see it as like if it bombs, it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
you're thinking
movie,
like a capitalist.
Yeah, the movie cost $200 million, but it only made $140 million at the box office. Okay, but Apple gave him the money for that. Like the movie made money. It just didn't make its money at the box. And
it's gonna make money for them for the rest of fucking time because
it's probably
a name.
Yeah, and it's on fucking Apple TV. Like it's good. People are gonna watch it for fucking ever. Like
yeah, I mean, it has a name. It literally has Scorsese. It has DiCaprio. It has De Niro. Like,
and it's got De Niro spanking DiCaprio.
It does.
That is true. I forgot about this.
Also, very good use of the phrase "fuck a duck." Very funny.
Yeah. Goddamn, what a movie. Jesse Plemons. Brendan Fraser when he shows up for the little bit that he's in it.
God, he was so good.
He was so good. I forgot about Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So good. But again, Lily Gladstone is like the star of the movie.
Yes.
Fucking phenomenal. She needs to win if she doesn't win the Oscar for Best Actress, I don't know what they're doing.
They're doing stupid stuff for it. It's the Oscars, man. They're gonna.
I mean, true. I mean, she's nominated, so like, I'm hopefully like her performance was so strong that they're like, yeah, there's no denying it.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, you ready for 2?
Yeah,
I'm ready for a little twosie.
Number 2 is a movie that Wenzel was going to talk about, but he can't till now, and that is The Creator.
The creator, nice. Yeah.
This is the movie that Wenzel and I were excited for a long. Ever since I saw that first trailer of LA getting nuked, I knew I was in because killing all those hippies out there is what I like. Just kidding. Just because I'm super into fearing my death from a nuclear destruction and AI. I think that stuff's really cool.
Yeah.
That's why I was really into it. But this movie, fantastic, has everything. It's got action. It's got existentialism. It's got fucking Radiohead's best song during a military conflict. Oh,
Yeah, it's so funny because it was basically like a Vietnam film scene, but with Radiohead, and I can't remember if Colt or somebody else made this joke that it would be this is their like fortunate son, but it's gonna be in the future. It's gonna be Radiohead.
so fucking good.
So good. Yeah, no. When I first saw the trailer for it, because the art style, the aesthetic and art style is very much up me and Colt's alley.
It's Neil Blomkamp-y.
It's very much like Tales of the Loop. It's District 9, Chappie, Elysium, that kind of stuff. It's very cool. And like Colt said, the action's incredible. The story itself is really interesting with its themes, like Colt said, kind of existentialist, but also AI. And I think too, like I haven't seen enough talk about it, but also too, I'm like, I think something about it that's interesting that I think will probably be on some discourse about it is the fact that how it concerns AI, with its story being that like basically its story is AI is outlawed in the US, but also I want to say it's outlawed mostly like in the Western Hemisphere, and so but in the other side, the Eastern Hemisphere, especially in Asia, AI is thriving. There's robots everywhere. They're integrated into society, into populations, and everything. And what the US does is it goes overseas to basically find, quote, AI like terrorist organization like groups to try to take them out. They're not targeting these countries or like specifically people, but because of like foreign policy and everything, they can just do what they want. And they also have this giant fucking missile launcher like space station called Nomad, the USS Nomad, that fires nukes. It's insane. And I think what's just fascinating about it too is like people might take away from this as being like, oh, it's saying that AI is good, especially with like the pushback of like AI and art and stuff. And it's like, you know, what does that mean? I just think the takeaway should be like, no, AI is good for things that are like dangerous to human life, like hazardous, you know, jobs, or like doing things like complex computations and stuff, and that AI should stay away from stuff like art and things that require like a human creativity and touch to that. And I just think it was fascinating that showing that AI isn't a bad thing in certain places, and that with our current, you know, trajectory with technology, more than likely AI will reach this point of, you know, basically becoming sentient, becoming self-aware, and becoming their own individuals or their own race or group of people. And I just like how that aspect of it, like it's a really good through and through like sci-fi tale of AI.
And it'll make you a little sad too. There's some sad moments.
It was very sad as well. It's very good. And like Colt said, the imagery like is like with like the nuking scenes is insane.
Oh yeah, I love watching those people get nuked. It was
good Lord.
So good.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is another one I wish I could have got to before. I know y'all both really fucking dug it.
Yeah, even my mom watched it and she liked.
Oh wow.
Because I think it was on Hulu. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it's on Hulu.
Now. It's on Hulu right now.
Yeah, I just got added to Hulu.
Definitely, if you have Hulu, go check it out. Yeah, that like I really love it. It's very good.
All right. Well, Wenzel, you're number 2.
My number 2 is let me see, the one we can talk about. Finally, it's The Boy and the Heron.
Yay!
Probably my most regretted movie I couldn't watch yet.
You really missed out on that day. That was the best double feature we've ever done, and I don't think we'll ever get a double feature that's better than it.
Unless we get Oppenheimer 2 and Barbie 2.
Oh, Barbenheimer too.
Oh my gosh!
No, it was the best. That was the best double feature. It was incredible. It was so freaking good. The Boy and the Heron is my favorite Ghibli, and like comparing it to all other, like, it has that Ghibli touch to it, but it's so weird and so abstract that like I love it incredibly more, because that's just like my what's the word? That's my wheelhouse. Like, I just love weird abstract stuff like that. I have to see the dub as well, just because I want to hear Robert Pattinson's freaky little voice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I definitely want to see it in both.
But I still think about The Boy and the Heron, like right now, like scenes and like particular like voice lines or like it's so good. It's so like gorgeous too. There, like I said, there's just some like really crazy imagery in there, and it just still sticks to me. I'm like it's like this movie was like made for me, because it's just so weird, and like also too is like really, and it's genuinely too, like, you know, of course a tearjerker, especially with concerning Mahito and his mom, and the themes surrounding parents and children. It's very good.
yeah. And they a fucking father developing weapons of war and shit like that.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a weird day. Two movies with war.
Classic Ghibli.
Two films concerning World War II. Yeah,
We'll get to the second one in a second.
you could probably make a guess,
guess.
but yeah, I love the Heron's design. I still think about him whenever he starts to show his teeth.
Yep, he's a little pervert bird.
You keep saying that, but he doesn't do anything that's ever perverted.
When you see that thing, do you not think it's perverted?
No, I've seen it with the teeth. It's definitely perverted.
I
yeah.
think it looks cool.
Oh, so you think perverts are cool? Okay.
Oh my god, no, birds with teeth. I think that looks cool.
Okay.
I love birds with teeth.
Would you marry one?
No.
Oh, you don't love them enough.
Okay.
Wow, Wenzel.
All right. Anyway, I really don't have any much more to say. It's very good. I did watch a really also interesting video talking about how The Boy and the Heron is also kind of like the three characters. I won't say the other one, but The Boy and the Heron and another character are representations of the three heads, I guess you can say, of Studio Ghibli. The boy is Miyazaki. Just fun fact.
And it's the first fucking movie from Ghibli that got a fucking Oscar thing, wasn't it?
No, Spirited Away won Best Animated Film.
Oh, well, it's the first one in a long time.
Oh, yeah. It's first, but to be fair, like the last Ghibli movie we don't talk about.
What was the last one?
Earwig and the Witch.
I haven't seen that. Oh,
weird.
Yeah, I saw that. It's fun. It's just not a Ghibli movie.
It's dog doo-doo. You can say it.
Nah, it's just not a full movie.
Also, I love how I haven't seen the movie yet. I know nothing about the movie, but I do love how this movie was like, all right, this is Miyazaki's swan song. This movie came out, did really well, and Miyazaki's like, I got one more in me.
Yeah, like he's
like saying that for fucking 20 years.
He's still like, I mean, no, like he said he was done, and then he was like, okay, I have to do The Boy and the Heron, and then after
he was retired, and then didn't necessarily like what his son was doing, so he was like, let me cook.
Yeah, he's like, I hate my son so much. His work is dog shit. Everything he's made in his entire life sucks. So I'm gonna one up him again, one more time.
But he did. It's like the worst part.
And whatever he does next, I'm excited, because I mean, dude has it in him. Still.
And he's old as shit.
So old.
All right. Are y'all ready for my number 2?
Yeah,
Yep.
Tanter. What is it?
My number 2 has already been mentioned. Past Lives.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I fucking adored this movie. This is definitely a movie. If I saw before I was married, I'd be like, man, this is going to change the whole trajectory of my life. Like, man, what if my past life, like what like I definitely would have spiraled for sure. But seeing it is just such a great movie. I know we kind of alluded to it earlier, calling Parachute like toxic college age past lives. Past lives is truly like this. I like it's beautiful, but in like a sad way. The love between these two people and like how they always just miss each other, and then eventually it's just like, you know, one of them kind of moves on, and the other one like is still holding on to hope, and I mean, it's depressing, but in like you get out of it and you're like, man, that movie just fucking destroyed me. That rocked. That's what Past Lives did for me.
Because it definitely like, especially with that ending, and with everything how it culminates is like, it's like very like well, shit, but then at the same time it's just like, well, I mean, like moving on. Like I that's what I love about it too, and like of like letting go, moving on, and then yeah, I mean that's kind of it. And like they're in their like 30s too in this film, and that's, oh man,
Yeah.
that's tough. Like,
Yeah, and it's also like the change from like, because like the guy still lives in South Korea in the movie, but like the girl moved away to like New York, so it's like also like two opposing viewpoints kind of like he's still like Korean through and through, and she is like definitely like Korean American. She has a lot of American tendencies for stuff like that he doesn't really get, and just fuck, it's such a good movie.
yeah,
So good. This was my number one for a good long while.
yeah, this was up there in my top 5 for the longest time, but again, because I've seen so much, and then also too with just everything, like I had to move it around quite a bit. Like it couldn't leave my 10 just because it's so good. Like you said, the opposing like different cultures and viewpoints, and then like you said, like just how how two people can just miss each other by like, however much you want to measure that little space. But then also too, like could they ever like,
Yeah.
like trajectories like never really. Yeah, it's so good.
I'll tell you how high I think of this movie. This movie not only is my number 2 movie of 2023, it's my number 2 movie of the whole decade so far.
Wow.
And that's a list that has almost 250 movies on it, and Past Lives is also rocking number 2 on that list.
Yeah, that's fair. Past Lives is so good.
All right, number 1 time.
Oh yes, this is I don't know how many times we've done this, but this is another time where Wenzel and I have the same number 1. And if that's not the case, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Wenzel because I don't know where he put it. Because it's not. He hasn't talked about it yet, so it has to be 1.
All right. We're gonna say it. We're gonna say it at the same time. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Godzilla minus 1. Oh god, what did you say?
I could hold in my laugh.
He didn't finish counting.
No, I did. I did say it.
I
just
thought
laughed.
you said 2 again.
I laughed so hard after I said 1 and then said it in the middle of my laughter.
Wow.
I said the Meg too.
God, what the
Oh.
fuck?
Yeah.
But it's Godzilla minus 1.
No,
this
it's my number 1. Godzilla
peak,
minus 1.
Peak Godzilla. This is the best Godzilla movie ever. It's got emotions of every single fucking variety. Holy shit, this is the best Godzilla movie, period. And one of my favorite movies of all time. It's the best movie of the 2020s. I'll say that so far. Yeah. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. This is the other movie we watched when we watched The Boy and the Heron.
Boy and the Heron, yeah.
So,
yeah, I pieced that together.
Well, I mean, Tanner knows. We're talking about the audience.
Yeah.
I
don't know what to say about it because I don't want to spoil anything for Tanner, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it. I just know that if you like Godzilla, you've probably already seen it. But if you don't
I'm hoping to see -1 color this next weekend.
I'd rather watch it in color.
Okay, no, you say that, but I saw clips of it, and literally they stated that crew went through the film itself to rework it into being black and white. So like it is just as crisp and even crazier in black and white as it is in color. Like the quality is like completely just it's not bad. It's different and it's just as good.
I prefer the color because just seeing the color from Godzilla as he charges was so fucking beautiful. I just don't think the charging scenes, at least, will have the same impact.
Well, good thing I'm not trying to watch a Tesla charge. I'm trying to see a fucking Godzilla.
I mean, this is the
that,
Godzilla.
But like it, like I mean, sure, the color is important, but at the same time, it's a glow. Like that's really the takeaway. It's a glow, and that's I don't think it will hurt it just because. Yeah, I do. Obviously, do what you want. I don't think it'll hurt it.
But if you give it anything less than 5 stars, just know the color version's better.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. They put in work into that black and white, so I can't say that. I haven't seen it, but I've seen the clips, and like I said, from what I've read, yeah, no, it's incredible. It's just, I mean, like, oh my god, there is. I mean, again, another tearjerker. Like, holy shit! Like, it's particularly one scene. I mean, Colt knows it. It's just like, oh my god, it's so good. Gosh, and
can't talk about it. You just can't.
It's just and then like the scenes with Godzilla, obviously with when he does attack are really freaking good. By also how like just horrific, like, and also too, I love this. I've seen this kind of go around where it's like where people have talked about with the most recent Godzilla movies being like, oh, they can't really do a good human story, or especially with like the past Godzilla films, like they can't really do a good human story, like it's not really possible with Godzilla, the monster is the most important, blah blah blah, and then like people were like, oh shit, maybe they can do it, and they did do it, and Godzilla -1 is like man, when the theme, when the main suite of Godzilla kicks in, I get chills and I want to cry.
Yeah.
As soon that iconic music starts, I start crying. I say I want to. I cried because it's just a whole nother thing to have grown up with Godzilla and then to see him again in 2023, and for him to and for Godzilla and the people to like get awards for as much love they poured into it, and then to have a human story that is so harrowing, but then also to like the best review I've seen is somebody mentioned like of how it depicts the indomitable spirit of humans to survive. I think I'm probably abridging it or messing up, but it's just such a perfect encapsulation of this film, of like, especially after what happens with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like, or just in general with Japan in World War II. It's just incredible. Like, I can't help but think about it and just cry because it's such a beautiful film. And to have again, like Godzilla in 2023 just caused so much hype and so much love. It's just something truly spectacular that like makes me glad that I'm alive to witness this and to be in that time. So good. Like I never would have imagined. I never would have imagined is what I'm trying to say.
It's crazy that Godzilla created their best movie 60 years later. And this is the first movie in Godzilla's history that actually got an Oscar nomination. That's true.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah,
Yes, might as
I'm
well.
really looking forward to seeing it.
You better watch it. If you don't watch it, I'm gonna send someone to your house.
Are y'all
You
ready
won't
for
like
Miss,
it.
missing
ready?
out.
Are y'all ready for my number one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number one's Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
Kind of messed up, Tanner, with us just talking about Godzilla minus one.
you
Kinda
know,
messed
y'all
up.
were talking about everything, and I was like, uh-oh. But no, Oppenheimer is just, I'm not a Christopher Nolan nut like some people. Like, I did not think Tenet was
Boo.
special.
Which is one of
Boo.
its best films, but okay.
That's crazy. I think Dunkirk is dog shit, actually.
Boo.
I still think you're saying that because you're a bitch and you haven't rewatched it.
I haven't rewatched it because I hated it so much the first
I just
time.
think you were
Ooh.
dumb. You gotta
Ooh.
rewatch it.
I don't know, but
Well, you know
It's
what they
nowhere nearly as bad as you think.
you know
it
what they
is.
say. Men are a little better when they're a little dumb.
yeah. Anyway, but Oppenheimer, I mean, again, this movie has been talked about the fucking globe over. But like, I don't know. It just I enjoyed it, and like I felt like I was transported. I felt like I was J. Robert Oppenheimer for 3 hours. Although I would have stopped building the bomb. Let me be perfectly honest.
Dude,
I would have stopped it, but I'm a little different. But like I guess the one scene that still lives in my head is when first of all, like just the testing scene is fucking crazy. You got Josh Peck in the booth about to blow some shit up. But the scene where he's in like the assembly hall and everybody just starts slowly stomping their feet, and it builds and it builds and it builds, and then it snaps, and they're like ash.
evaporate. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gone. It's like fucking hell. Like holy shit. Like talk about just a fucking visceral ass scene in a whole movie. And again, it's like 3.5 hours long. It's fucking tremendously long. And also, I want to say the theater environment we saw it in was not great because I felt like it was 7,000
It was
degrees
so hot.
in the theater when we saw it, which was so weird because we saw it in the same theater we saw Barbie in, and that was not the case. So I don't know what the fuck was up.
That was the most people I've ever seen in a theater, too.
Oh yeah, it was full. I don't think there was an empty seat in the theater because we saw it opening weekend. We did Barbenheimer, surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oppenheimer is just like fucking next level. It's my favorite movie of the decade so far. I'm sure something will probably pass it, but I don't know what it's gonna take.
I will say, like, I gave it 4 stars, and coming out of it, maybe if I rewatched it in a cooler setting, I might like it even more, because when I think about certain scenes from that film and like the overall like investigation basically of trying to see if Oppenheimer basically trying to discredit him and like see if he's a commie. I really did enjoy that, but like you're not wrong with that scene of him in the auditorium, and then everybody just is evaporated, and then as everybody's like cheering and then he's leaving, the cheers like get melded in with people like men and women, or people just like busting down crying,
Yeah,
because like of like the horror of what's happening, like literally somebody throwing up, like 2 people are just fucking, like it completely just devolves into like just absolute like apocalyptic insanity of just pure dread. It's crazy. And then also too with Robert Downey Jr.'s performance is really good.
Oh yeah, killed it. I do think the one tiny criticism I'd put against this movie, I think it was fucking stupid when they said, well, we have this kid from Maine, John F. Kennedy.
Okay.
That was like the fucking Hitler scene at the end of the last Kingsman movie.
No.
So fucking dumb.
I was gonna say, I just saw a tweet, somebody made the comparison of that to whenever at the last Dark Knight movie, when the woman's like, I like your other name. You should, you should go by that name, Robin. Like, it's literally that name drop.
It is one of those name
It
drop
is
scenes. And you're just
exactly
like,
that name drop.
what are you making a fucking sequel? Now, if Christopher Nolan's next movie is a JFK biopic, I'm fucking in.
I would
But-
be into.
But holy fucking shit. Dumb,
I would
but
definitely want to watch it. I just hope it's not 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't know if he's capable of making a movie less than 3 hours at this point, but
I thought it was a good movie. I will say I felt that length to my fucking soul. Because good God. And also, like, I did not care for the trial scenes. I'm not going to lie.
oh man.
I thought that was so fucking long and just like, I just wanted it to be over. Like, I hated the whole interview sections.
Agree to
I can't-
disagree, brother.
I can't be too hard on that just because he's adapting it straight from American Prometheus, and it's also based on actual like events. So I can't be too harsh on that. It's just I felt that length, and honestly, maybe if I watched it in a better setting, it probably wouldn't be too bad. I do think it's funny though that Robert Pattinson was the one who gave Christopher Nolan American Prometheus.
I just read that at the Tenet rap party, and that's what made Christopher Nolan want to make Oppenheimer.
Which is hilarious because
Yep.
Oppenheimer would not have happened without Twilight.
Yeah, really, truly.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it.
That's it. Holy shit.
We
All
did
the
it.
movies, all of the 2023 movies are over. Even the ones we didn't see, like the holdovers. That movie's shit because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Not
and-
really.
And sorry, the zone of interest. More like the zone of doesn't exist. Because where
Yeah.
can I even watch you?
Yeah. Or the
American
zone of
fiction? More like American fiction. Where
Well,
are you at?
Actually,
American
me and
Fiction
Cole-
was really good.
me and Cole actually watched American Fiction. It's good.
Oh,
It was really funny too.
trying to think of another, I'm trying to think
Like-
of another movie I can make the joke with. And
Um.
another 2023 movie we missed.
Uh,
I guess it's all of them.
Yeah, there's no more.
Goddamn. Hold on. I want to make a joke about one more. Didn't see Wonka.
That's not
Wonka?
a joke. You're just saying that.
Wonka? More like wonking away from the theater because that movie was so bad.
Yeah, Wonka. More like I'd rather be at home. Penis.
Okay. Here's another one. Anatomy of a Fall. More like Anatomy of Erectile Dysfunction because my dick is soft.
Come.
As you are.
All right. We're ready for plugs.
Plug it in.
All right. Well, thank you for listening through this. This is probably going to be 3 hours. So
This is 3 hours.
It is.
This is 3
there's
hours,
No
yeah.
problem.
sorry. But thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Just know there's going to be more award shows coming out this month of February. But it will just be me and Colt unless anything changes. So they probably won't be as long, but they'll still be hefty. But you
Yeah,
can
They
you
wouldn't
can catch
allow
us-
me on any other ones.
Well, that's not true. You can catch us though on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, anywhere where RSS feed like connects. We're probably there. Leave us a review, subscribe, rating, give us feedback, do whatever. Just love us, please. You can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. You can follow all the other podcast accounts under our little network, Cage and Greatness, Backlog BoyZ, Instruction Booklet, all of them. Go check them out. You can follow us on Blue Sky, AYCH Podcasts, .bluesky.social. Follow us on Instagram, AYCH Podcast. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. Will there be streaming in the future? I don't know, but you can follow us there. YouTube, All You Can Hear, where the VODs from our Twitch are at. Go check that out.
And the VODs from the instruction booklet, twitch.tv/instruction
Yeah.
booklet.
Absolutely. Go check that out. And then currently in January, a lot of our episodes have been re-uploaded. Go check all those out. There's a lot to listen to from there, from the AYCH Extra. And and then you can follow me on Twitter at Wenzel Wilkie. You follow my art Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky as World of Wenzel. Follow my Bookstagram at Wenzel Banters, and then I have a Linktree for links for everything, including my Goodreads and my Letterboxd. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
My name Colt. Follow me on Twitter, ColtD00, and Blue Sky at ColtD99. I love you. Night night. Go watch Godzilla.
You can follow me, your boy Tanner, on Twitter at Tanner1495. Got a new little wrestling website with my boy Sam that we started up called Violent People. You can visit that violentpeople.co. Follow us on Twitter at violent_people. What else? I stream sometimes. You can check that out at twitch.tv/Tanner14, all spelled out. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, and I stream sometimes too in the toilet with my pee.
Whoa!
Yeah, I stream sometimes too, where I go down to the streams and lay there.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, well, wow, that's 2-4. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I like a bustling brook.
Yeah, I like a busty brook.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we need to get off.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.